I'm going to make a mistake.
It's Baboonmas time. There's a need to be afraid. At Baboonmas time, we bolt the doors and we shut the shades. And in our world of magic, we can say a shielding prayer. Barricade your doors at Baboonmas time. But say a prayer. Pray for the other ones. At Baboonmas time, it's hard, but when you're having fun, there's a world outside your window, and it's a world of dread and fear, where the only water flowing is the bitter sting of tears. And the Gotegar bells that ring there are the clanging chimps of doom. Well, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you. And there won't be chimps in Korakii this Baboonmas. The greatest gift they'll get this year is life, which is better than we can say for many of the others. Where nothing fecal's thrown and you're safe at night alone. Do they know it's Baboonmas at all? I had to change that shockingly little to make it a sinister threat about Baboonmas.
Okay,
like,
so
shockingly little.
First of all, that was terrible. Second of all, happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Well, welcome to Baboonmas, everyone. I hope you're all ready in the festive spirit of baboons and ready to have a wonderful time. You've all individually gone to bed in some part of the world, your characters, that is, and you've fallen asleep as snow starts to drift down the windowsill. Unless, of course, you're in fucking Glarus Desert. Ain't no snow there. It's just dust. But as you've drifted off, you've heard a voice in your head. And that voice has said,
you will be most lovely.
and you're whisked away to a bright place, a bright magical place, full of light and color and everything. And in the center, in a glitzy, shimmery jacket, is a beholder. The Roost Master Varixis. He's holding a stick microphone, and he says, welcome to Roostmeister Varixis' charity fundraiser. We're raising money for some terrible, poor, dying people who need our help. And today we've got a lot of stars. We've got from Korakii, we have Eao Dunwich. We have from Airedale. And he's like, wait, quickly casting legend lore. We have Imp. We have a one-in. We have Stong from somewhere I don't know, actually, that might not even exist. We have someone called Leros from Work. We've got Grounded, and from my favorite, Scaventry, we have Gargoyle. Come on in, everyone. Come on in.
I would like to bring up that I am, in fact, not from Korakii. Like, this is misinformation here.
It's where your dress is.
And yeah, so he sits you all in, sits you down, and by sits you down, he literally teleports you in, and you're basically in a TV studio. And something you can see from Varixis is that this isn't what beholders normally look like, right? Varixis has a wig on, and it's just this orb of eyes, and holding a stick microphone with one of the eye stalks and has you all here. And he's like, "Oh, welcome down. I hope you." It doesn't even sound like himself. He's like, "Welcome down. I hope you're all ready to have a wonderful evening as we raise some great money for charity here on Baboonmas night." First,
those of us who are familiar with Grounded and Vrixis know for a fact that this can't be Vrixis because he called Grounded his favorite. Oh, not Grounded, Gargoyle.
Oh, this is absolutely genuinely Varixis. The thing about beholders is when they dream, whatever they dream happens, and he's having a dream tonight that he is running a charity for Baboonmas, and he says, "And of course tonight let's introduce the poor people that we are raising money for. Give it up to the brass cannons!" And over in a corner in a box surrounded in walls of force, you can see the bards of Cantlaw, Tremble, Pisshead, Toady, Bucket, Steve, and Dimbles. And they're sat there and they are whimpering and saying, "Please, I don't want to die." Like, that's enough of them. And they're banished away into fog. They'll be manning the stones tonight, taking donations from callers just like you. Remember, if you raise enough money, I won't have to kill them all. First, the rules. The more money you raise for their charitable cause, the fewer will die. 0 to 1,000 gold pieces. Every single one of them is dead. 1 to 2,000. I'll save one. 2 to 3,000. I'll save 2 of their lives. 3 to 5,000. 3 of them will get to live. 5 to 10,000. 4 of them get to live. 10 to 20,000. 5 of them get to live. And more than 20,000 gold pieces. Well, they're all saved. You can hear a little faint whimpering in the corner. There are 6 of them. Tremble, Pisshead, Toady, Bucket, Steve, and Dibbles.
Between Grounded and Iris and Andrus and my own gold that we earned from slaying that dragon, we can just finish this quest now, actually.
You think that? But of course, let's introduce the talent. We have, of course, coming in from what? Grounded of what? Grounded, please tell everyone who you are and what you do. That's enough of that. Not interested. All right. We're all here.
Package.
Yes, that's why you're in my head right now. So what we've got to do tonight to raise some money, we're going to do a little talent show. Now, I'm dropping the voice here to explain how this is going to work. I need you all to come up with an act, right? And that act is going to play out as a number of checks, only a couple. And you're going to do it in reverse charisma order. So the people with the highest charisma get the longest amount of time to prepare for what they're going to do. The more extravagant you do, the more money you will raise, but the higher the DC of your checks will be. So if you do something easy, DC will be 10. Pretty simple. 2 successes. That's all you got to do. 100 gold pieces. Nice and simple. Push the boat out a bit more though. DC's 15. 3 successes before you get 2 failures, 500 gold pieces. You can go higher to 4 successes, 3 failures, DC 20 for 1,000 gold pieces, or you can really push the boat out for 5,000 gold pieces, which would already save you 3 brass cannons. But if you fail, you don't get anything. So, who has between 5 and 10 as their charisma score? Not modifier, score.
Yo.
Wow, bunch of nerds in here. All right, let's start at the lowest possible, which I think is 7.
I think you skipped a cap there because Impenitent has less than 5.
I was about to step in there. Yeah, not my grand total charisma is 4.
Okay, you're going to be up first, so it's going to be Imp. Then it's going to be Gargoyle. What's yours?
8.
Grounded.
10.
10. A 1-in?
8.
Okay, so it's going to be Imp, then Gargoyle, then a 1-in, then Grounded. Right, who has between 11 and 15?
I do.
Okay, so
At 12.
it's going to be Eao. And then finally, it's going to be between the Bard and the Sorcerer, I guess, or / Warlock, which are both charisma. Stonk, what's your charisma score?
20.
20. All right. And Leros?
15.
Okay, so Stonk, you're going to go last, so you've got the longest amount of time to think of something. So you've got a full stage, you've got lighting, you've got music. Incorporate whatever magic, whatever you want. Okay, and have a think as we go first to Imp. What are you doing?
Okay, so I have all of my stuff with me.
All of your stuff. Yeah, all equipment, all items. No gold.
Interesting. Okay.
Or silver, or platinum, or copper, or electrum.
I'm going to, because this is off the top of my head, you just get what's there. I'll walk out like center-ish of the stage. How far away is the beholder from me?
The beholder's sort of floating up about 60 feet away in sort of an audience position at the moment. Like, there's no one else in the audience, but he's there.
That's fine. All right.
It's there, sorry.
So I'll take out my crossbow. Daggers are both in the right hand. Start juggling the daggers just in that one hand. And then I'm going to take aim at the beholder while I'm doing it. Take a shot and then throw the daggers from the juggling hand. One after the other. Just shot, throw.
At the beholder.
Yeah. We're talking about Imp. Imp don't care.
Well,
like,
there's...
You took me out of my bed.
There's no answering for survival skills. Sure, absolutely. Okay, so what we're going to do is... Character might die, this Baboonmas. Okay, I think this sounds...
I knew this might happen.
The juggling, I think, sounds reasonably easy. It's a fairly bread and butter thing. So we're going to go... I'm going to move it up to medium because you are attacking a CR12 creature. So I'm going to need 3 successes of DC 15 with 3 different skills before you get 2 failures. So first of all, I think sleight of hand sounds like a good one.
Excellent.
You can, of course, suggest ones you want to use. But I think sleight of hand sounds like a good one for this.
Yeah, that makes sense to start with anyway because of what's being done. 21.
That's 1 success. Good. You just need 2 more. So what's another skill that could work here? Acrobatics? You don't. It doesn't have to be like to the rigid explanation of it.
What if I want to aim really close to the beholder, but not quite hit it? Just sort of nick it off the edges, have the things bounce off them. Could I have an intimidation for that one?
You can give. Yeah, you can go intimidation. Sure. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Needs to be a good roll though, because that's a negative modifier. Ooh, that was lucky. I rolled a 19, which makes it a total of 18.
Second success. And the last one, I think an attack roll makes sense. Like just your attack modifier instead.
Oh, we take those. Can I hex it for that one then?
It won't matter. It genuinely won't matter, and I am sorry that you will be immediately departing Baboonmas when it turns around and uses the Death Ray. But yeah.
Well, I rolled +7, that's 13.
13 is not enough. Okay, so that's first failure, and you send it out, and you miss. How are you going to save this? Like, people are starting to laugh at you.
I will, being as I've just missed the beholder, I now need to do something.
He's looking at you like... He still laughs like that. What are you trying to do? Come on! Dazzle me!
It's my worst fears realized for Rix and Raynor in one.
What's the last thing? How are you saving this?
I am going to... I don't know.
I'll tell you what, I know what the last roll is. Yeah. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Go for it. Excellent. There we go. Where's my thing? There it is. Oh, hello, natural 19. 24.
Okay. A ray of black energy blasts past you and you dive just to the side as it uses its death ray on you.
Oh, that's it. I should have just threatened it. Already done intimidation.
Let me just explain what the death ray does. Just for everyone's benefit, if anyone else wants to try and attack the beholder at second level.
Yeah.
You must succeed on a DC 16 dexterity saving throw or take 10d10 necrotic damage. The target dies if the ray reduces it to 0 hit points. It doesn't take death saving throws, it immediately dies.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Gets 3 of those a turn. Right. Okay, well done. So that actually succeeds, though. So you are on... So that was a medium one. So you are on 500 gold pieces. And the audience goes wild.
What's
They love
the
it.
minimum requirement? Like minimum was 100 for the first one?
The first one was 1,000.
Okay. That makes more sense than when I first heard it as 100. And it was like 100 to 2,000, that's a little bit of a leap.
So next lowest after Imp was... I've already forgotten. I believe after Imp it was... Gargoyle? Yes, Gargoyle, you're up next. What are you thinking?
Technically, if we're going in alphabetical order.
I'm giving Talia more time because she's not got like a year of D&D with me under her belt.
Okay, well, I'm going to need an assistant. So
Okay. Pick one.
Grounded a fork.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
As we're walking to the stage, I'm going to whisper to Grounded.
I'm not sure if you know what happens when a beholder dies in their dreams, but it is not good.
They die in real life, because that sounds helpful.
They do, in a manner of speaking. It would be very, very bad for us.
Well, you know more about beholders than me.
All right. I'm presuming we get to the stage, and
Yep.
Gargoyle is going to be doing Flyby Artifice.
Okay, I love that. I love that. Describe it to me, though, so that I can set a DC.
Okay, so contrary to what you might think, Gargoyle still is not going to be flying.
Go on.
Don't you like how I've made this character with wings and have not used them at all?
I do like this.
Grounded is going to be throwing procedurally smaller objects overhead of Gargoyle, and he is going to be doing magical tinkering on them.
Okay. Okay,
As
over
they
your
go.
head. All right, okay. I'm going to put that as a medium as well. So that's 500 gold pieces, 3 successes, 2 failures.
That's not good. It's also not good that I don't have Google Dice open.
There is one inside of Owlbear if you need it.
Yeah, but I don't have the one inside of Oliver. Google Dice.
So, first of all, for this one, I'm going to make this a team up thing. I'm going to need a good old dexterity check from Grounded to not just get Gargoyle straight in the face.
Okay, just a straight dexterity throw, or can I use my attack bonus?
You can use your attack bonus. Yeah, that's fine. It's a similar sort of skill. Very happy for people to argue whatever they want on this. It's a very fast and loose skill challenge, basically.
I'd argue a failure would also probably result in money.
I mean, it's Vyrexis, so he'd probably love to see Gargoyle nailed in the face.
Exactly. Like, it's Varixis' crowd.
That's right. You've got to please what you know, an alien from the far plains might find funny, or heartbreaking. Sad story.
Unfortunately, that's 23.
23. Sails over neatly. All right, Gargoyle. How do you feel about this? What's the best check you want to make here?
I feel like I should not do the best straight away.
To be clear, this is a paper plane I'm throwing.
Okay. We'll move up to the anvil.
Right.
Yeet! I mean, with Grounded strength score, possibly.
Yeah. Let's do acrobatics, like it does a jump to...
Oh, I like that. Yeah, roll me some acrobatics.
Get it.
That's great. Yeah.
It's great until it fails. That is 7.
Well, that's one failure. That's all right. You got more space for it. You got more space. What's the next item?
Up to grounded, really.
Okay, next I will be throwing a random staff I've been carrying since the campaign began and never even mentioned.
Okay.
Is it a magical staff?
Yeet the stick.
Nope. It's just the stick.
Oh yeah, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to magically tinker it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeet the stick.
All right. Well,
what's this one going to be, Gargoyle?
I'm not sure I'm not sure I can bullshit my way out of a sleight of hand check.
You could bullshit your way into whatever kind of check you want. We have
perception.
Oh yeah, no, I can see that. I was gonna say we've just had fucking intimidation to juggle something. No one has ever looked tough while juggling in their history of juggling.
Okay.
Maybe webcomic would beg to differ.
Let's do perception, and in Gargoyle's mind, time will slow down, hopefully.
Yeah, I like that. By the way, you can also like cast spells and stuff if you want. Well, that's always open to you. You might want them for later, but you can definitely do it.
All right, that is a 17.
17's a success. So we got 2 successes, 1 failure. You need 1 more success. What's the last item, Grounded?
Bearing in mind it cannot be magical.
Okay.
Yeah, stick flies by and Gargoyle just like holds the cotter like just touching it, and as it swoops by it starts to glow as it passes by cotter.
Nice.
Okay, my last item is, what's the funniest thing on this list?
What's the heaviest, most likely to fall on his head mid-arc?
Grounded pulls out her hunting trap, sets it, and yeets it.
Okay.
Not so much a reverse bear trap as a coming right the fuck at you bear trap.
Yeah, there's a bear trap coming straight at your head. What's the roll? What's the roll going to be this time? DC 15, or you might get a bear trap around your neck.
I feel like it should probably be a dexterity saving throw, but let's go with sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand sounds fine, yeah.
Okay, that is a 17.
Oh, you succeed.
Okay.
I imagine you just tinker with me there and just adjust it slightly so it lands perfectly without the snapping.
Yeah, like what does magical tinkering let me do when I talk about creature?
I think you could make it sound or something.
Yeah, it hits off of Cotter and then it like does a flip and then it lands on the ground upright, and because it lands on the ground it got tapped and it does a little like ta-da.
They love it. Varixis is clapping his eye stalks together. You get another 500 gold pieces. That is 1 brass cannon saved. Who's it gonna be? You get to choose. It's Gargoyle's choice.
Okay, who's the one that we put a resurrection on to begin with?
That was Dimbles, the one who used to have an STD.
Let's save Dimbles.
Okay, Dimbles is safe. Safe to raw dog again. Google, please do not. No.
Remember when the Oros learned what raw dogging was?
Great times.
Well, actually, I think Leros was the one who had to explain it to Grounded.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, next in the order, we have a 1 in.
Yay.
Leros hands a 1 in his spiral.
Yeah, and I just roll it out on stage.
Okay.
And the plan is I'm going to use shape water.
Ooh.
To do like an animated display of fish leaping from the water, like flying fish and a catfish chasing the flying fish with its claws out. And then, the water's gonna sparkle a little bit. And then a dolphin of water is going to emerge with a ball on its nose that will freeze into ice. And I'm going to shoot it and shatter it with an arrow.
Okay. This is pushing the boat out. Now, something I do for those who don't have the really stacked ability modifiers that the 8th level characters do. You are going to be rolling as if it's a medium difficulty thing, but you will get the rewards of a hard difficulty one. Because if like Grounded was doing this, it would be a hard difficulty. The DC would be 20, but that's almost unreachable for someone at second level. So you're going to have DC of 15, 3 successes before you get 2 failures. If you succeed, it's 1,000 gold pieces, which would save the second brass cannon. So you get ready to go. So what's the first roll for you, do you reckon? To control all this, you're sort of in your mind. Something like performance could work quite well.
Yeah.
Or if there's something else you prefer, but if you want to do performance, roll performance.
Or potentially nature.
Nature's great because you're creating all these animals. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for nature.
Okay. First roll. Here we go. DC 15.
It is a dirty 20.
First success. Great. So these animals are beautiful. There's like, what sort of, so you said there were a load of fish were there as well?
Yeah.
So like almost like shimmering schools of fish of like flying around, catching the light nicely. Really nice. Yeah. Really, really, really nice. What next? Maybe getting to the bit where you're freezing it into a ball or something and you're trying to sort of steadily control that while everything else is there.
Yeah. So I've got the dolphin of water emerging, leaping out, getting the ball in just the right place.
If you want a suggestion, I can recommend a Constitution saving throw, which is actually how you do a concentration check in D&D. Or you can do something else, whatever fits best for you.
Could work. Could I go with animal handling?
Animal handling's great. That makes sense. Yeah. You're handling an animal. That sounds worse when I say it that way around.
That is 17.
17, that's the second success. All right, you're coming up to the final success. It's that crossbow bolt. Or no, arrow.
A longbow arrow.
Longbow arrow, that's it. A long arrow.
Yeah.
Are you thinking attack roll?
I am thinking attack roll.
That sounds good to me. Roll an attack roll.
16.
16. 3 successes. Getting another 1,000 gold pieces, bringing us up to 2,000 gold pieces, and you get to pick. You get to pick a brass cannon to save. So Dimbles is already saved, but we have Tremble, who's a gnome who plays the lute, Pisshead, who likes drinking, Toady, ostensibly the group's leader, Bucket, who is Bucket, and Steve, who tried to betray the group because he doesn't want to be split up from them.
One doesn't know that.
No.
Out of curiosity, who was the one who had the AC/DC powers?
That was Toady.
One's gonna point at the gnome using the water.
Okay, Tremble is safe.
And then put it all the water back in the barrel and roll it off stage.
And Roosmouse Briggs is again clapping with his eye stalks and making a sort of soft flapping sound. It's quite unpleasant. Right, who was up next after a 1-in?
That would be a 2-in, if I'm correct.
A 2-in is off carrying the burdens of the world.
Yeah, a 2-in's holding the world up.
Said something about elephants.
Yeah. I think it's either Eao or Grounded next. I'm assuming it's Grounded.
Charisma of 10.
Yeah, I think
so
Eao's...
I assume Eao beats that.
Yeah, Eao's going to be higher than that. So it's Grounded next.
Okay, so Grounded actually has the first slaying the dragon, owns one magic carpet of about these dimensions.
Yes.
And Grounded, being an expert paper-plane crafter, which is canon and well established.
It is.
I'm not even joking. Is going to fold it like so.
I approve your action for are pretty magical, but can they do this?
Yep. Flying skateboard.
Flying skateboard. Okay, so some sort of acrobatic tricks on the skateboard.
Yep. She's going to go sort of full Tony Hawk around the area. Just pulling off amazing tricks, like all the ollies and the grinds and the.
I love it. I think that sounds medium to me, because you're using a bread and butter skill for this, but you are doing it a bit extra. I like that. So it's going to be 3 successes to 2 failures again, DC 15, and 500 gold pieces if you succeed. So what's your first roll going to be?
Yep, I think my first is going to be acrobatics.
Classic, makes sense. Yep.
Just going to shoot my shot here. That's a 23.
23 is a success. 1 success already. What's the next one going to be though? How you staying on this board?
Okay, next round is basically going to try and sort of just basically whiz behind a bit of scenery or something, or maybe behind the audience chairs. And she's just going to sort of emerge dexterously from cover into a sick combo of tricks, and she's going to use stealth for that.
Stealth. Okay, I like it. So like that sort of fake, almost panto disappear and then straight back on for even cooler stuff. Yeah, I love it. All right,
the audience is small for Vyrixis?
The audiences are probably illusions of people that Vyrixis has met. Half the Cantlaw faculty are in there, but then several of them are just like repeating illusions of the same person. They stand up and they go,
"Oh God!"
And then
many Colodina trenches.
You sort of, it's the sort of like FIFA crowd sort of thing going on, and then they sit down again.
Everybody else is operating at 60 frames per second. They're going at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 12 on the stealth roll.
Oh, that's bad luck. So that's your first failure, but you don't have to have 2 failures.
I use my reaction, Flash of Genius.
You can do that. That's totally fine.
Which adds +5 to the roll.
Success.
Cotter's going to do some, flight control underneath.
Flight control, nice. Yeah. Just to stabilize it a little bit and keep the noise down. Maybe the carpet tassels were flapping a little bit and just holding them tight. Yeah, no, wonderful. Second success, thanks to Gargoyle. And what's the last one going to be?
Last of all, I'm basically going to zoom right up to the studio roof. I'm going to jump off my board, grab onto the rafters, just sort of full gladiators swing right over and land back on it flawlessly. And for that, I'm going to use athletics.
That's great.
When you make a perspective roll and you say words like flawlessly.
Go for it. Let's see how flawless this is going to be. It's time for that natural one.
Well, you see, it's always flawless because I have no flaws. It's just bad luck, really.
You're going to be on the floor in a minute if you fail this.
That's a 24.
Oh, Jesus. That is flawless. Yeah, fantastic. You're getting another 500 gold pieces. We're getting a little bit closer to the third cannon being saved. Well done. All right, next up it is Eao, I believe. Eao, then Leros, and then Stonk last with the highest charisma score of them all. So, step right up.
So, it's finally time for me to be in my element. First things first, before anything starts, I'm going to be using one of my tricks called Rich at Heart, Poor in Wallet.
Okay.
As an action, when attempting to get money from a person from any means, I roll die added to my charisma skill checks I have for the next minute.
Okay, that makes sense. Is this the time to use it? I think this is like one of the very few chances you've had to use this one. So yeah, this is the time.
Don't try minor hypnosis.
Don't. That is a 6. I'm adding 6 to all of my charisma rolls from here on out.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, and so what this is going to be an escalating magic show. What's going to start as a simple trick is going to escalate up into something bigger and up into something bigger.
Okay.
But before this all begins, I'm going to need a volunteer from the audience, please. Grounded?
That sigh.
First thing is first. I'm going, as a magician, I do have to do the classics. And Eao begins to shuffle a deck. I fold all the cards out and I show them to Grounded. Please pick a card. Remember what it is you pick, because this will be important later.
Okay, before the trick goes any further, how difficult is your escalating magic going to be? I'm going to let you pick a DC. 10, 15, 20, or 25?
20.
20. All right, so 4 successes before you get 3 failures, 1,000 gold pieces if you get it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, just remember whichever card you have and put it back anywhere in the deck. Do you actually have a card in mind?
Yes.
Cool, because it won't matter. Eao tosses up the cards and they all immediately light into fire.
Wow. Okay, very nice. Let's do a roll for that.
Right.
What do you fancy?
Oh, that's going to be a sleight of hand check.
That sounds great.
What Eao has done is she has hidden the cards in her sleeve and instead threw up a bunch of fire paper.
Oh, I like that. Very nice. Okay, sleight of hand, DC 20. Let's get it. Plus, you've got +6 as well because of your magician's die.
That's not charisma.
Is it? No, sleight of hand isn't charisma. No, so yeah.
No, but it is irrelevant because I have a +8 in sleight of hand, and that is a 19.
Nice. Okay, 1 success. The crowd are loving it. Varixis is already starting the clap. How are you escalating?
Of course, I had to start with the classics, but now let's get into something more interesting. Eao pulls up a chair and sits down in it, and tosses Grounded some rope. I'm going to need you to tie me up, please. Best you can.
Grounded's like, finally.
Grounded has finally taken the opportunity to tie her boss as tightly as possible to a chair.
And so Grounded does. Oh wait, before you go away, Q reach into the pocket at the front of my shirt. There's something in there I can't really see.
Okay.
First of all, is that your card?
Yes.
And second of all, when did your hands get tied up like that? Eao is using her second trick for this performance, chain transfer. As an action, when I'm restrained by rope, netting, or manacles that is not assisted by a magical effect, I roll my magician's eye at the number to the saving throw, to basically undo myself. What would be I'm assuming this will be the DC.
The DC is going to be the same, 20, but you can roll however you would for this whole trick, I suppose. You could do something like deception.
I mean, I was probably going to say sleight of hand again because I'm
can't use the same skill twice. I'm afraid.
Can't use same skill twice?
No.
Okay, then in this case, I'll do stealth because I don't want.
Stealth's great. And Grounded is absolutely your enemy.
In the deep lore, like Grounded is Eao's enemy.
After all this hard work, as you're looking at your card, you did not even notice that you are now tied up. You are now tied up by the rope. Eao quickly stands up and pushes you back into the chair.
Nice, nice. And Roostmaster Varixis is loving that as well.
For the record, I'm going to say Grounded probably tried to gag Eao as well, so assuming she's also gagged.
And finally, this would be the end of our thing, but it seems we have unwanted company. Grounded, what was your card, by the way? Bree, what was your card? What was the card that Grounded drew?
Grounded's gagged.
Ace of Spades.
The Ace of Spades, you said? Oh, but it seems we are under attack as a lich suddenly appears. Eao takes the card and throws it onto the ground. That was the card from the deck of illusions. Ace of Spades, a lich appears.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so you brought a lich suddenly, and I'm not going to say you even need a check on that because you're using a magic item for its exact purpose. That's maybe deception or something, or persuasion.
I shall save our tied up guest. Eao pulls out her scimitar and begins swinging it back and forth, the tip back and forth in an 8 motion, and in a very quick flurry of blows, the lich falls to the ground, dying, dead, and the card is cut in half.
Nice. I like that.
That one's going to be performance.
Okay, that's that's great. Yeah, roll performance.
You did this to yourself.
Like, literally.
No one is ungagging Grounded for the rest of the session.
That is a 34 total, because that was an at 20.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
it's just flash of genius.
It's perfect. It's so good for a second, actually. Varixis is going to send a ray directly at the lich. Disintegration, I think. I'm not going to make you dodge out of the way of it because there is a very good chance you'll die if you get hit by that. Oh, natural 20. Very nice. Yeah, so it shoots one at the lich, but you've already killed it before it hits.
All that did is it erases the evidence that the card was ever there.
Varixis is sort of, if a beholder could blush, Varixis is blushing slightly at having been fooled. That's fantastic.
And it's 4 rolls you said for this?
Yeah, so because you got a natural 20, that counts as 2 successes. So you don't have to do one more. And you can top off there at 1,000 gold pieces. You have just rescued yourself your 3rd brass cannon.
Pisshead has been saved.
Pisshead, safe. Very nice. So, 3 out of 6 safe, but it is going to get exponentially harder now. Next one on the list is Leros.
How many rounds of this are we doing of curiosity?
1. 1 each, and then there's a completely different thing.
Right, it's still raising money, right?
Oh, there's still ways to raise money past this, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. Leros is going to do an elegant performative dance with the glaive, involving a lot of spins, and within each spin, the length of the glaive changes.
Okay.
Points becoming a sword, a 2-handed sword, just a glaive, then a very long glaive, and there's non-spin maneuvers as well, jumps and stuff, and at the very end, the glaive is piercing the floor and growing 30 feet long, leaving Leros balanced on top of it.
Okay, that sounds hard, I think. I think that sounds to me like a DC 21. Do you agree?
I would have happily taken 15, but okay.
This one sounds difficult.
Okay.
So, 4 successes before 3 failures, but 1,000 gold pieces on the line. You get up there. Are you doing this solo, or have you got grounded, gagged, and bound to a chair?
Grounded is just there anyway. She's a captive audience for every other act.
Now, like.
Yeah, no, I think it's a solo dance.
Okay, it's a solo dance.
Starting off with deception to show off the maneuvers to hide the change in the glaive.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, deception's great.
Since all insight checks against Leros are made at disadvantage, do I get a -5 to the DC?
No.
Aw. Well, that's about as I expected. That's an 8.
So a -5 wouldn't have helped. So that's your first failure. Varixis immediately spots it. Because bear in mind, if I was using the passive perception of a beholder, your deception would be a lot harder than 20. He spots it immediately. He's like, something's going up there. But you can still save it. You've still got plenty of time. What are you thinking? What are you thinking to razzle dazzle the beholder?
The problem is, the rest of my modifiers only go up to 3.
I'm sure you can manage it. You've got magic. You've got stuff like that.
Nothing illusion-y.
Oh, you don't need illusions necessarily. Shatter something.
Let me consider things. Sure, I'll make a spiritual weapon to aid me in the dance.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, absolutely. So a spiritual weapon appears. You don't need a check on that so much. I'm going to count that as an automatic success because it is one of your limited spells.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 success, 1 failure. 3 more to go before you succeed. What's up next?
It's going to be a performance check to spar with the spiritual weapon within the dancing nature.
That's great.
That is a natural 20, so that's a little bit better.
2 successes! Yes! So this is perfect, and in part you're actually starting to hear in your voice, in your head, this voice, this sort of. It starts as a thumping rhythm to music that isn't quite the music that's outside in your ears, but you start to hear it in your head driving. It sounds a little bit like the Doom music, but this voice in your head goes. Yeah, it's the dance remix. It just goes, yes, dance for the fiend, slice his face off. Yeah, you know, well, as your hex blade is just getting into it properly getting into it.
The last maneuver I had planned to finish this off, because I only need the 1 more success.
You do.
Was to stab the ground, stand on the glaive, and extend it.
That's cool. Athletics?
Since it uses a charge of the weapon, is that an automatic success?
How many charges of those do you get?
3 per dawn.
3 per dawn? Yeah, that's an automatic success then. Stick it in the ground, go on the side. Zoop. Yeah, automatic success. And
Cool.
of course, the reason why this is an automatic success is you might need those later. So yeah, a success. There's applause. Barricade is like, oh, I particularly loved it when he fought his own other weapon. Ah, excellent. And it is over to our final performer, Stonk, the legendary bard of Airedale. Stonk, what are you thinking?
Okay, bear with me as I've been preparing all this time, so I've got quite a lot to go over.
Nice.
Wait, you have a bear with you?
Just
Immediate
as a
success.
joke, Leros literally forgets the spiritual weapon and then goes back to get it.
Back on to quickly grab the spiritual weapon again.
Yeah, takes it out of the grounded.
Well, the glaive was not embedded. The glaive was embedded, which Leros did remember. It's the spiritual weapon that
Wasn't
flies around
embedded
on
in
its
the
own.
grounded, was it?
No,
She's having a
in
bad
the
time.
stage.
Anyway, over to Stonk. Let's give the floor to Stonk.
Okay, so feel free to interrupt me whenever necessary. Okay, so Stonk gets up on stage, and the first thing he does is cast Disguise himself.
Okay.
I actually need to check if I need to roll anything for that, because I didn't look at that.
You don't have to roll anything for disguise self. Let me just work something out. How difficult are you aiming for your show, do you reckon? How difficult does it sound to you? So does it sound like it's going to be easy, not much is risked, it's, it's your bread and butter skills, you're not doing too much, you're not pushing the boat out, or is it going to be a bit more than that, do you reckon?
I mean, it's kind of Stonk's bread and butter, but he's also pushing himself.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to give this to, let's go, I think this, do you think it's complicated and extravagant?
Probably, yes.
All right, I'm going to put this at hard, but as your second level, you're going to be doing it at the medium category, but you'll get the reward for hard. So any checks you make, difficulty will be 15. You have to make 3 successes before you make 2 failures, and the reward will be 1,000 gold pieces. If you use things that are like spell slot spells, it's an automatic success.
No.
So your first one is Disguise Self, which I think is a spell slot spell, so that's already an automatic success. 1 down. 2 to go.
Yeah, okay, so Stonk now is wearing a huge wig with big blonde hair that's full of hairspray. He's heavily made up. He's wearing a headband, and he's also wearing a bright purple tight-fitting spandex suit that's sparkling everywhere. It's kind of Gary Glitter style, but to the max. And so, yeah, if it's not clear yet, he's doing glam metal show. He's He's suddenly somehow got a steampunkified lute that is very loudly amplified and distorted. And the spotlights are on him. There's smoke machines on stage. Everything is just kind of looking the part, and everything's like on him to start the show. He's got a microphone in front of him. Okay, so he waves his hands first above his head to cast prestidigitation to set off showers of sparks.
Nice.
And then his very first act as part of like the musical show is to start playing chord on his lute with a heavy stroke while casting Thunderclap to grab everyone's attention.
Amazing. Okay, what skill do you want to roll for this? Because those 2 spells were cantrips, so it's still going to be a skill roll. This sounds like performance to me, but I'll let you pick whatever you want. Anything you can reasonably justify will work.
Yeah, it would be performance, but I'm wondering if I might need it for anything else. yeah, I'll probably need it for anything. It's for something else as well. So let me see if there's an alternative. I think persuasion could also work for this.
Persuasion could work. An alternative is, because you've got tools proficiency, you could use something like charisma with your musical instrument tool proficiency.
Yeah.
Which is the equivalent of a skill. So yeah, roll that. So it'll be your charisma bonus. So the charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus, because you have proficiency in the musical instrument you're using.
That's 2, so that's 7 total?
Yep, plus your roll.
Yeah. Gotta find Owlbear. Got so many links open. 20.
20, nice. So that's a second success. On to your last one. Like the crowd is going wild. Well, they're not. They're a very low resolution, standing up, going, and sitting back down again. But they would be going wild at this. Final check, hopefully.
Well, yeah. So now he actually starts the actual performance as he starts performing Rock You Like a Hurricane by Scorpions, because this is not canon anyway, so he's just going to play real
It is canon.
Oh yeah, this is canon. The characters that die in this are mainline NPCs from the Guild of Icons, and they will die.
It's outside of, like, I know that normally you wouldn't allow me to do this, but
no, it's fine. It's fine. I've had I think I had Blue Oyster Cult in the first Baboonmas.
Well, also, we're in a TV studio.
Yeah, you're also in a TV studio. It's not. It can absolutely be Scorpions.
And I'm pretty sure that the library does include the full works of Scorpions.
It does. It does.
Yeah. And I hope they also have the full music, lyric, and music sheets.
You've got the tabs. You got everything. Yeah.
Because the encore is a power ballad. I don't want to miss a thing by Aerosmith. I could sing bits of both of them, but
yes. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Well, this is definitely performance, isn't it? This is the performance of a lifetime.
This is what I was saving performance for. Yeah, I don't know the songs fully off the top of my head, but like first it's like, here I am, rock you like a hurricane. So yeah,
amazing. Yeah. Let's get that roll.
Okay. So that's again a plus 7. 27. That's natural 20 plus.
Natural 20!
Yeah.
You didn't need 2 more checks, but you have them. So you succeeded so hard there. Like, you're basically glowing as the stage lights hit you, and everything is going just incredible. And again, Roostmaster Varixus the Beholder is just flapping those eye stalks together, just like blah, blah, blah. Really, really loving it. Like, they've not got hands. It's the best he can do. It's just he's whacking his eyeballs together. And it just absolutely loving it.
What is the range on prestidigitation again?
Like, I don't know. It's on your special.
It's a range of 10 feet. Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Stonk's got this. Stonk, I feel like you've got a little bit more prepped, so play us out. Play us out. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm just also gonna sing the encore.
Yeah.
Don't close my eyes. I don't fall asleep cause I miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing.
I'm so getting copyright strike. Yep. 6 seconds before the copyright strike hits. Yeah. We're all good.
And then the final act, he plays a final note on his lute as he casts Thunderwave for the grand finale.
Oh, amazing! So you send this rippling wall of force.
Your spell slots.
Hey, no, this is what bards do. You got to go extra. That is fantastic, absolutely incredible. Because it's Baboonmas and because you'd already succeeded, I'm going to give you 1 spell slot back. Because that was awesome. So you regain 1 spell slot for that. because you went extremely extra, and that's exactly what I wanted. Now, as the talent show comes to an end, I'm going to award inspiration to the it was going to be the best act, but actually there were 2 extremely good acts on this one. Everyone's act was great, but I've got to say, Eao and Stonk, inspiration. Woo! Incredible. Very well done.
It's almost like a couple of these characters are made for situations like these.
Exactly, but it's okay because we're about to go to somewhere where they're gonna really fucking struggle.
Arena.
As we go to the Thunderdome. Yeah.
Is anyone going to untie grounded, by the way?
No, you're going to be tied up.
I'm pretty sure Leros would have untied you when going past.
If you open up out there, you will find your arena. Each of you is in a different segment. You'll see there's one that has no one in. Ignore that. I just can't be asked to cut a circle into 7. I
also like that I'm in a circle.
You are in a circle. Don't move around. Don't move around. That is your vision cone. You are wreathed in fog. The entire room is wreathed in fog for you. Grounded, you are looking at 8 Bloodhawks. Stonk, well, you're at a fancy dinner, but right behind you are 2 rude monodrones, which are like these little clockwork robots with big eyes. Gargoyle, you are in a room which has these 3 flaming pits that you feel like if you went over them, they'd like send up flame like you're in Robot Wars. The other end of the room that you're in, Owlbear. Imp. You are in the room with a single creature. It looks like a goblin, but it's wearing Jester's outfit. Eao, you are across a set of barrels, clearly in a deal gone wrong against a goblin boss and the goblin boss's 2 underlings. A 1 and you're on your own, surrounded by foliage. Strange.
Weird.
Strange that. So what we're going to do, in order to make this combat quite quick, is we're actually going to go in an initiative order decided by each segment. So what's going to happen is, you get your go. The enemy in your quadrant, they're all going to go. And that gives you plenty of time to prep your next move, because it will go around the circle back to you. So I'll start in the top right. A 1 and you are surrounded by foliage. And you can't see a monster, which is a bit unusual. Eao, row of barrels in front of you, about 4 feet high. Behind it, a goblin boss and 2 sub-goblins. Imp, you're looking at 4 portals on the walls, acid on the floor, and in front of you, the Nilbog. Gargoyle, you're looking, of course, at an owlbear and are surrounded by 3 grates that look like they're going to shoot fire up on anyone who stands on it. Stonk, you're sat at a wonderful banquet on your own, and behind you are 2 very rude and very insistently rude monodrones, which are like clockwork creatures with giant eyes. And Grounded, you are in a rocky sort of area, still a wooden floor, but like there's a lot of loose rock all over the ground. And there are 8 Bloodhawks in front of you. Leros, you can't see shit. You are just in fog. It's pure white mist around you.
It's just a flyby of Nick's favorite monsters.
It is! I thought, well, I might as well have fun. So initiative-wise, we're going to start in the top with a 1 in. The way we're going to do this is we're going to do your character, then the thing attacking you, and then go to the next segment.
I should roll that then, shall I?
Nope, not initiative. It's just going to be segment-wise, so it's clockwise. So the order is a 1 in, Eao, Imp, Gargoyle, Stonk, Leros. It is on the Owlbear initiative tracker if you want to see it. And yeah, we go to a 1 in. A 1 in, there's nothing there. There we go, everyone's back. Sorry about that. Not sure what happened, but it just couldn't find you for a second. But yes, no one's there.
I want to roll for a vibe check.
You want to roll for a vibe check?
Perception?
Is that insight or perception?
Perception.
Perception. Okay, roll me perception, and I will check what you're rolling against.
I thought the vibe check was a thrown weapon attack.
I'm gonna roll what they're... Yeah, okay. Roll me a perception check.
22.
22, you immediately see lurking in the bush, an ape. It sees you and goes, oh.
Is it by any chance a baboon?
It is an ape. Because baboons are actually CR 0. They're extremely easy to kill. Apes aren't.
Right? So I still have movement, right?
Yep, you still have your movement. And bonus action.
And a bonus action. Ooh, okay. Go.
I've just got taxes, isn't there?
Can put you back in the arena for a sec.
Oh no. Wait, so where am I? I'm up in the trees, am I?
That's where, well, you started there, but for some reason you just disappeared off the...
I'll admit that was my fault. I was trying to like click to move the camera around.
Oh, right.
And
You know, fair. I've done that enough. I've done that enough times, don't worry. Yeah, you're there, Tyler.
Okay. Believe my 2 spells say they have an attack component, but I can't actually do the attack because it's the attack, right? So
is it a bonus action spell?
Yeah, like Hunter's Mark.
What does Hunter's Mark say?
Let me find that.
I think it lasts a while, so if you cast it now, it just means that you can use it next turn.
Yeah.
That's what I'm pretty sure is the case.
And make an attack. So, because it's a bonus action and works the same way as Hex, you cast it and then use your main action to attack as long as that's not a spell.
She's used her main action at the moment to discover the ape, but you can use your main action on your next turn to attack, I believe.
Yes.
And get the benefits of Hunter's Mark. And including the other benefit of Hunter's Mark, which is that it's harder to hide from you.
Yeah, I'll do that. Hunter's Mark.
You know, should it try to do that in the foliage. Okay, you put Hunter's Mark on it. Any movement?
Yeah. I'm going to move a long way away.
Okay.
What's my movement speed? There it is, 30, so...
I need to get another d20. There we go. All
30.
right.
I put the Hunter's Mark thingy in the cheeky on the ape.
Thank you. The ape is going to try to hide at disadvantage because of Hunter's Mark. Okay. Well, what happens when you hide is they do hide, and you then have to make a perception check to find it. It's then going to move somewhere else in the woods, and you can sort of hear it rustle around. Eao, over to you. You've got 2 goblins and a goblin boss ahead of you.
Okay, so explain the situation. How did I get into this?
You got teleported straight into it.
I know, but like, when you were describing the scene initially, you said like a deal gone bad or something.
Yeah, it's sort of, you can sort of see on the walls, there's like painted figures and it looks a bit like a speakeasy. And the goblins are like, yeah, boss! And that sort of thing. You know, proper like 1930s mobster. But that's not what goblins actually sound like in my world. In my world, they have German accents, but there we go.
Okay.
Meine Boss.
So what Eao is going to do... Are there any like drinks on the barrels or anything?
There's 2 baskets of fruit. Well, one's, I believe, apples, and the other one is pears. Apples and pears. So there is a Cockney staircase nearby.
So Eo's going to start approaching the barrels.
Okay.
And go, come on now. There's no need for any sort of violence over here. I'm sure we can work this out amicably. I'm sure there's some sort of payment I can give you, so we can work this out without violence. I've got and Eao just starts like, Eao pulls out her hat and she starts like taking out various gems, looking at them, tossing them back in. No, not that one, not that one.
All right, roll me persuasion then at advantage because you're using actual shinies. And I'm gonna roll
persuasion
an insight check for the boss. Yeah.
Oh, that is good. That is an 18 plus.
Okay, I was gonna say Because I've just rolled a 19. Ooh, dead even. Wow. So in contested checks, that is the status quo. Have you not got more to persuasion than +1?
I have a +1 to persuasion.
Wow.
My performance
Okay.
is out of this world, though.
Oh, has your +6 run out?
That would have run out now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it only lasts a minute. Yeah.
It lasts a full minute.
So that's a status quo, actually. So interesting, though. Interesting. So he's like, you've got these jewels, eh? Yeah, see? But then in the end, nah, waste this foe. And that, I mean, you've still got obviously your bonus action as a rogue and the rest of your movement, but you've not convinced them.
That is a shame. Give me a moment. I gotta see what my bonus actions are. How close am I to the closest goblin?
10 feet.
Damn. Okay. No, that'll be my turn. Most of my stuff is reaction based.
Okay. So Goblin Boss is going to throw a javelin at you. You have half cover.
He's going to throw a javelin at me. I'm going to missile catch.
Okay, it was an 11 to hit, so it actually misses you. Then
never mind. If it misses, then.
Yeah, didn't do well. Goblin 1 hops the barrels. Goblin 2 hops the barrels, and they're both going to try and hit you with a scimitar. Oh, I should open their snap box. Have they got scimitars? Yeah. Oh, they had short bows. I should have just. Oh well. So that first one is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And the second one, just from the other one, is a 21 to hit. So goodie for the Gobos. They deal 2 separate attacks. So the first one deals 4 points of slashing damage. The second one deals 5 points of slashing damage.
And the second one's about to have a bad time because I wasn't able to use my other trick. I get to use this one.
Okay.
I'm going to dance with the Moonlit Devil.
Okay.
As a reaction, when I'm attacked by a creature within 5 feet of me, I roll my Magician's die and I add the thing to the final results. Add the results to a Dexterity Acrobatics check contest against the strength of a creature within 5 feet of me.
Against a goblin. Notoriously strong creatures. Okay. Ooh, yeah, no. You got to beat a 7. I'm pretty sure you're going to beat, like, even without rolling.
Yeah, with the Magician's die alone beats that. So, so we switch places and I make an attack roll against it.
Okay, so we're going to say we've got Goblin 2. You swap places. That is not forced movement. Goblin 1's attacking you.
Yeah, no,
with its reaction as an opportunity attack. Didn't hit. That one was nowhere near as good as the other rolls.
Yeah, on my end, though, 17 to hit.
17 to hit definitely hits, yep.
21 to hit, I'm sorry.
21 definitely hits, yep.
And I believe I get my sneak attack damage added to this.
Is it because it's specifically part of the feature? Or because otherwise you wouldn't normally?
Yes, if you succeed, you may switch places with the target and make an attack on it, adding your sneak attack damage to the if the attack hits. Because
it's your maneuver, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that is, I have 1 maneuver left that I'm allowed to use. That is a total of 17.
17, that's a dead goblin. Goblins notoriously bad at having hit points. The other one is going, it's still its turn, is going to close in on you. To make sure they're up close and personal with you. But make sure you obviously take the damage from the first hit that went through. Do you take the damage for the second one that you done to the Moonlit Devil, or does that get nullified? But either way, we are going over to Imp.
Alrighty then. So on Waldorf, there's some portals lying about, pools of acid, and a little funnily dressed goblin.
It's got a little stick with a little rattle on the end, and it's dancing around going...
solve my problem, help everyone else with theirs. This is easy. Hey, funny little man. You look like you'd enjoy a good game. Wanna play? And I pull out my gaming set, which is just dice and a cup.
Okay, very interesting, very interesting. It's gonna get closer as a response, I think.
I love the sense of trust you've got. Here's my deal for you. We each roll a set of these dice. Whoever rolls highest gets to stab the other one. Sound fair?
Okay. Sure.
Okay, how do you want to do this? Do we rollies it, or?
Yeah, let's just each roll a d20 and whatever's the higher number.
Okay.
7 on my part.
16.
Okay. You get to attempt to make an attack. Please make a charisma saving throw, please.
For a total of 8.
So you go to strike, and the Nilbog does a little dance and goes, "You are charmed by Nilbogism. You must spend your action praising the Nilbog, and you are charmed this way until the end of your next turn."
Perfect. Oh, great and glorious goblin man. Wonderfully dressed, excellently handsome. I couldn't possibly mar such a work of art.
It's the Nilbog's turn. The Nilbog is going to point at you and laugh. Thought you could beat me in a game of dice, did ya? That's mocking word. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. I have proficiency in them too, but I don't get the negative modifier, so that helps.
Yeah.
9. Not one great one.
Okay, so you are going to take 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And the Nilbog dances backwards with glee. Now, because an opportunity attack is not affected by Nilbogism, you are actually able, I think, to attack, but you are charmed. Oh, you can't attack the charmer. Yeah. No, yeah. Unfortunate. That's Imp. We go over to Gargoyle. Gargoyle, there's an owlbear there.
Yeah, this is particularly concerning for an owlin because it's as if there was a human bear in front of somebody else.
Oh, and for making the audience laugh, you gain 200 gold pieces. Right.
This isn't good for Gargoyle's anxiety.
Right, well, it's already kind of human-like, though. I mean, they've got like the arms and the.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Gargoyle grew up in a forest. He's going to try to remember things about owlbears, such as if they can fly, and what roughly one might suspect a number attached to their endurance might be.
Roll me a nature check.
Okay.
It would strictly speaking be Arcana for this, but I think that sounds like bullshit for something that lives in a forest. So yeah, roll me nature.
Okay, that is 11 plus 1 plus 5 because I'll use a flash of genius.
Okay, 17. 17 I think will give you 2 pieces of information. 1, owlbears cannot fly. And 2, a number associated with their endurance. I will give you then that it has a constitution score of 17.
I was kind of going for an AC, but I'll take that.
You asked.
Okay, and now the question I probably should have asked before I did this. What height is the room?
The room actually extends infinitely upwards.
Okay, then. Let's fly 20 feet upwards, and then 5, 10 over here.
Okay.
You know, I'm actually really hoping for you. Nick hasn't used my Emerald Forest alternate rules for making any creature a fae. Because one of the things you can do is give any creatures a flight speed.
So it's the owlbear's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It starts climbing. 35, 45, 50. And it's dash to do this. 65, yeah. So it's got a movement speed of 80 feet at the moment because it dashed. and it's up there. It's up there near you, like it's going to attack next turn. All right, over to Stonk. Stonk, there are 2 monodrones at the table. They are strange creatures. Constructs. They appear to be... They may have gone rogue.
As soon as Stonk teleported into the room and was seated at a large table that seems to have a banquet on it, he just started feasting because he's starving from his performance.
Okay,
like
you're just eating away. Yeah.
Previous performance, and he's just eating all the succulent dishes and not paying attention to anything else.
You're taking your action to enjoy a meal, a succulent beholder meal. And yeah, no, that's great. That's absolutely fine. It's the monodrone's turn. Bump, they get out of the chair. 5, 10, 15, 20. Bump, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And they are both going to try and stab you with daggers.
How rude.
It's just very rude, yeah.
One got a natural 1. And another one got a 20 to hit. Not a natural 20, an unnatural 20. So you take 3 points of piercing damage. That's their turn. Over to Grounded. How rude indeed. I know, right? Grounded, you've got a shitload of birds there. They look very angry. They're squawking quite a lot, going... They're actually like eagles, but I don't know. I've gone crow, but yeah.
I do want to say, if you adopt these, you are not being compensated by the guild for childcare.
I have specifically written rules for adopting Bloodhawk Young, actually.
It's true. I've read them.
Yeah, but it's not going to apply here, I'm afraid. 8 Bloodhawks.
Okay. But, well, it's not easy to say that because of obviously notorious bird respecter that she is. I think Granta's first instinct is actually going to be to try and convince these burbs she means no harm.
BIRD. Okay. Yeah, okay, you can try it. You can definitely try it. They're squawking angrily. Roll me animal handling.
Yep. Can I reach into my rations and throw down some breadcrumbs?
Yeah, that's fine. I believe you'd have bread. That seems perfectly natural to me.
Both for being free and for like...
Me and Grounded aren't the same person.
But Grounded also, I believe, would have bread. Like...
Yeah.
You had a subquest to find a baker for ages.
That's true. I really should pick up on that.
Yeah,
I've been to some magical university for ages.
I believe it was in Silver Street. They're probably dead.
Oh. What am I rolling for this?
Animal handling. With advantage.
Animal handling.
Because you're using rations and stuff like that to feed it.
Seriously? That's a 10.
It's a 10. That's not going to be enough, I'm afraid. No. Any movement before they try and attack you?
Let's see. I am going to bonus up action dash up this wall 60 feet.
60 feet. Straight up the wall. Very nice. They can fly 60 feet, so they'll catch up. 5, 10, 15, 20. You know what? Here we go. There are actually rules for mass combat I've discovered recently, so I'm going to be using those because it's going to be way easier than me rolling 8 attacks. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just going to roll 8 attacks. What's your AC? It's going to be easy for me to just tell you how many hits.
15.
15. All right, so I've got to hit an 11 or higher. Okay. 1 hit, 1 miss, 2 misses. So 1 hit out of that, out of 3. Wow, I am rolling dog shit. 3 more misses, all below 10. Okay, 2 more left. So 1 hit so far. Oh, there we go. Oh, and a natural 1. 2 hits. 2 hits out of that. So you are going to take 8 points of piercing damage as the beaks go at you. Apologies to my neighbor. And we go to Leros. Leros, you can't see shit.
Well, as an action, I'm going to use all around sight, so I can't see shit through my glaive instead.
Okay. Yeah. Does this give you anything that will see through fog?
I don't think so, but I can see in all directions and cannot be surprised.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. Not being able to be surprised is great. Yeah.
I wonder if this will increase my fog vision range, since I do have more reach now. I mean, I see at reach 10. Well, double reach even.
Oh, because you can move
Because it reaches
the
15.
thing around.
Yeah.
I'm willing to give you that. I won't give you 15.
Yay.
I will give you 10 instead.
I'm willing to accept that.
It's as talking.
Easy to balance.
There you go. By the way, that thing will move as you move.
Of course. I'm gonna move up one. There's
Boom!
something
You
in my
found it!
vision.
There
the only
is
one?
a ghost. As far as you know, there is a ghost.
As far as I know.
It is
Okay,
a sword
after 5.
wraith warrior.
Well, just to be clear and very safe about this, I'm going to use a bonus action to put a whatchamacallit, a spiritual weapon right behind it.
Okay, yeah, pop down a token for a spiritual weapon, put it right behind it. So let me just disable. So now you can see there is indeed only one there.
Am I flanking?
Yes, from your position. So that will nullify the disadvantage of trying to attack while obscured.
Cool. Well, I can't attack. I used an action, but the spiritual weapon can.
Okay, it'll make the attack a disadvantage. No, normal. Yeah, I just said it'd be a normal. I'm very confused.
Yeah. 19 to hit.
19 to hit does hit the sword wraith.
And that is going to be 10 points of force damage.
10 points of force damage. Very nice. Okay. It's go now.
Goodbye, second level spell slots until I make more.
It is going to be making attacks at disadvantage anyway, so it's going to draw out its longbow and try and hit you with that. Oh no, it's not. It's going to use the battle axe. It's got a way better attack roll. Oomph. I don't believe spiritual weapons get an attack of advantage or attack of opportunity. Double check the rules in case it does. Yeah, double check. If it does, we'll roll that after this, and just let me know. But it's going to use its battle axe on you.
I don't think it can. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
At disadvantage.
It's not a creature.
Yeah, that's the thing. So at disadvantage, that is a 14 to hit.
Nah.
Okay. It is then going to use its bonus action to use its martial fury to do it again. Oh, that is a 13 to... Oh, no, a 15 to hit.
Nah.
Oh, very good. It's this disadvantage. The fog works both ways, you see. Okay. Over to a 1-in. A 1-in. A sneaky ape has disappeared. Where could they possibly be?
Yes, it's time for tracking.
Yep. You'll roll with advantage. And I've noted down the
Roll
DC.
advantage. Okay, and that's survival.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very careful. I would just burn down all the trees.
That's what Imp would do as well.
Second that.
I don't know that I have fire.
Oops, or water.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20, you definitely spot it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go closer.
Okay. It's go. The ape is coming to you.
Hey!
It brings down its heavy fists. 2 attacks. Not at advantage though, because you spotted it.
I don't like that
Natural 20! And a natural
Yay.
19. So that's spicy. Where's this in my 4
yeah.
game? I haven't rolled a crit in that game in like 6 weeks. And okay, so that's gonna be 2 hits, one of which is a crit. So the crit, how much hit points does one got?
21.
Okay, you take 14 as the first one.
Oh, I don't like that.
Second one you take 6 points.
Did you still have 21? You're alive.
I went from 20 to 1 real fast.
Yeah, you were down. You were down on 1 hit point as the ape was just gone boom.
Yeah.
That's its go. Over to Eao. Danger time up in the 1-in corner.
Awesome, awesome. It is Ao's turn, and Eao is... Would picking up a weapon be an item interaction or a proper action?
Item interaction, yeah.
I'm going to pick up the javelin, the last one through, and drive it through this
Love it. Absolutely. So a javelin is a strength weapon, just so you know.
Okay, that's fine.
I was just double checking. Yeah, they definitely don't have finesse.
That is fine. That is an 18. Okay,
18 hits. Yeah, roll damage. So a
What's the
javelin,
damage on a
just so you
javelin?
know, is a d6 plus your strength.
That is a 5.
5. That is that a big dead goblin? No, that one's still standing, but heavily bloodied. No, it doesn't have much left. Anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay, the mob boss is gonna hop over around the back, come around, and is gonna give you a whacking. So it is going to attack twice with its scimitar. So first attack, that is a natural 13. Second attack is a disadvantage. Try that again because I dropped it on the floor. There's another 13, so both of those are going to miss. And then the goblin itself is going to whack, and the goblins have had better luck so far, so we'll see how this one goes. No, natural 12. It's going to bonus action disengage and hop over here and away from you. And Goblin Boss can't do that, so he's going to stay there. Okay, over to Imp. Imp,
Okay.
I'm afraid you were still charmed by the Nilbog.
So I can't attack it. And I'm feeling amicable towards it.
You must also use your action to praise the Nilbog.
Oh, great and glorious.
Praise the Nilbog.
Nosed one.
He does a little jig.
Fantastic little dances.
Praise the
Little
Nilbog.
pitty patty feet. Oh, you are delightful. I would like you to meet all of my friends. Come with me back to Airedale. Together we will rule.
A crown for the jester.
Okay, yeah. That's your action. You do still have a bonus action.
I don't think it would be very inclined to do anything particularly hostile right now, even if it doesn't really include. I could technically use the water elemental thing here. In fact, I'm going to do that because the Nilbog should have more fans. We need more things to witness the glory of it. Can I use this as an action or not? No, that's an action, not a bonus action.
If it's an action, then you can't, I'm afraid.
No. Okay, in which case that's going to have to wait.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I can. Let me double check my spells before I say I do nothing. No, let me scroll.
I love Nilbogs.
Yeah, no, as a bonus action, I do note.
Okay. The Nilbog is going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on you.
Okay, then. That's a wisdom save, I believe?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw, please. The DC is only 12.
Well, I rolled an 11, plus 2 is 13.
Well, you're fine. There's nothing on the on a fail. So yeah, Tasha's Hideous Laughter does not happen. He's like, tricksy one. And it jumps through a portal and pops out here. Okay, over to Gargoyle. You're flying in the air over a fire trap, and an owlbear is climbing up the wall near you.
We should probably nip this in the bud before it can make a jumping attack.
Yeah, just kill it this turn. I don't know why you didn't do it last turn, to be honest.
Just one shot the owlbear. I've done it before. It was easy.
Yeah, just do it.
All right, let's.
fine.
Eao has legitimately one shot an owlbear before.
It's true.
Good to know. Were there special circumstances, or were you just really lucky?
Corin was desperate to try and tame it, and almost did, and it went badly. It went very badly wrong, right at the end.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's fly 5, 10, 15, 20 feet higher.
Okay.
And 25, 30.
Okay.
Let's activate the arcane armor.
Let's put the armor on. Great shout.
So you can't fly with arcane armor.
Do it. Make Grounded proud.
If it's heavy armor, yes, which it is.
Yeah. Let's fall on an owlbear.
Okay, yes. All right. How high are you falling from? About 20 feet, was it?
Yeah.
I wish the people here who are only like Nordmark people, I wish you know that this is a Guild of Icons special.
When we're not
I've been in. I've watched a few of your streams.
So when you land on someone, they get a dexterity save to avoid it. Natural 1. So you Goomba stomping an owlbear that is, I think, something like 40 feet up a wall as well, or like 30 or 40 feet up a wall. So you're gonna hit it.
For people who aren't in the know, Goomba stomping on Baboonmas is apparently now pixel
That
trademark.
also definitely happens, yeah. Okay, so yeah, what I need you to do is roll me, I'm gonna say 2d6 initially to land on the owlbear, and then 4d6 for its descent afterwards.
All right, well, that's a 9.
Okay, so you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Fair.
so does the owlbear, because that's you two colliding.
All right.
Then the owlbear's going to take the 4d6. Oh, you almost have as much health as an owlbear. Nice.
Anybody got 52 minus 9? Because I don't want to open up another.
43.
43. Thank you. And then how many am I rolling?
4d6.
46. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 17.
17, very nice. Okay, not bloodied, but it drops to the ground, and I'm going to have it be prone. I think prone makes sense, and you land on top of it at the moment. So I'm just going to move your token last so that you're on top. There we go. Yeah, very, 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 very nice. We're going to go to its turn. It standeth. I'm just going to put it there for my own sanity. And now it's going to attack you.
Yeah, I figured it might do that.
Yeah, one with the beak, one with the claws. All right. Okay. Beak's the first one. That's a 10 to hit.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna.
Yeah, claws, though, that's a 23.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah. So you are going to take 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Yep, that's the owlbear's go. We go over to Stonk. Stonk, your feast is getting rudely interrupted by the monodrones. By the way, if you want to ever look up a friend-shaped thing, look up the monodrone. They're so cute. But they are very angry at the moment and trying to stab you.
Stonk is in full diva mode at the moment, and he's like, just, how rude, I'm just eating here after a hard show, and you're intruding on my private space. And first question before Stonk takes an action. If Stonk uses a magical item he has in his possession, does that carry over to Nordmark?
It does. Any use here is permanent. But magic items you get at the end are also permanent.
Okay. Yeah, okay, and is using a magic item a main action, or?
Usually it'll say on the item itself, but usually it's a main action, yeah.
It just says when you drink this potion.
Okay, potions are usually an action,
the potion
yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the potion?
The potion of Stone Giant Strength.
Oh, nice! All right, you cough the potion of phone giant.
Wait.
Home fan, yes.
Stonk just can't be bothered with
The Dark Hand special.
Hold on. What's going on, Stonk? Tell us how this is going.
So Stonk just can't be bothered with this shit right now. And he doesn't really want to stop eating. He doesn't want to be interrupted, so he pretty much just grabs the potion from wherever he's got it stored, uncorks it, douses the big drumstick he's eating in the potion, and bites off a chunk.
Lovely.
To get its effect, and then he just swings his other free arm in the direction of, well, I guess number 1 there.
Well, you've used your action, so you won't be able to attack again this turn. But for 1 hour, You have a strength score of 23. They are going to attack you now, though.
Wait, there's still a bonus action I can do.
Oh, yeah, you've still got your bonus action. Absolutely.
The question is, what kind of bonus action? Can't do Bardic Inspiration on self, sadly.
No, it's got to be someone else who can hear you.
Yeah. Do I have something that can be a bonus action?
And I'm giving out 200 gold pieces for using the potion of Stone Giant Strength. Very nice. You're now at 5,000 gold pieces. You get to choose another brass cannon to survive.
Woo!
So your choices are Toady, Bucket, Steve.
Just like in the middle of this bar fight, just like confetti everywhere.
Yeah, it's like, boo!
Stone's gonna... I can choose, right?
Yeah, you can choose. Yep. Toady, Bucket, or Steve.
So Stone's gonna choose Steve.
Steve. Okay, very nice. Tried to betray the party. All right, Steve is safe.
Try to betray the cannons.
Yeah, try to betray the rest of the brass cannons during the Phantom of the Opera one. Okay, very nice.
Walkway.
What are you going to do with your bonus action?
Yeah, I don't know what I can do.
Well, you don't have to do anything. I mean, next turn you're going to be punching with like genuinely one of the highest strength scores possible in the game. The only one who can get a higher strength score is a 20th level barbarian.
Yeah, can he prepare a reaction?
That would also use your action, I'm afraid. But next turn, you're going to be doing haymakers. It's going to be incredible. Yep. The monodrones are going to use their daggers. Number 2 is going to move around you to try and sort of surround you. So they will have advantage. So that first one is a unnatural 20. The second one is an unnatural 14. What's your AC, Stonk?
15.
15. Okay, so only one of those hits. And you are going to take... dice. Oh, 1 point of piercing damage. Daggers. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Your extreme strength is even more strong now. Granted, you are surrounded by birds.
Okay. Ironically, this is not an optimal situation.
No.
Did you say the rooms are of infinite height?
Yeah, infinite height.
In that case, so question: if I were to move away from them, will they all get an attack of opportunity?
Yes. Actually, I'll say the back three, number 1, number 4, and number 8, they can't reach you. Probably 2 can't either, but 3, 6, 5, and 7, they're right next to you.
Okay, so... And previously they were able to move like 60 feet a turn.
Yeah.
Well, I like those odds. I'm going to take bonus action dash and move my full movement up the wall.
Okay, 60 feet up the wall. Okay, so 60 feet up the wall.
60.
They're going to chase using their movement, and then they're all going to attack you.
Well, no, they're not, because I'm going to use my action.
Oh, okay.
To disappear into the other.
Ah, you are entering the ethereal plane. Okay, very nice. You go, thunk, whoop, and I throw a d20 everywhere. You go, thunk, and you are in the ghost field, essentially. Yeah, so you can see them still. They can see you as sort of the ethereal glowy, I believe, because you look like a ghost. You're in the border of ethereal at the moment, but can't affect each other. So the birds are just sort of going straight up and going and sort of hanging around you. But they're no luck on them. Over to Leros.
All right, and as a bonus action, I'm bringing in the spiritual weapon, which is going to make an attack. A 17 to hit.
17 does hit. Roll damage.
For another 10 points of force damage.
Another 10 points of force damage. That is not bloodied. And,
you know, since this particular square isn't that interesting to watch, unfortunately, Leros is going to pull in the glaive to be the size of a two-handed sword. Still using glaive stats, of course. And just swing at it.
Okay. Give me a swing.
Which is going to be very fun for Leros, because Leros is still seeing from the blade's perspective.
You get motion sickness.
14 on the first one.
14 does not hit.
Okay. And 17 on the second.
17 does.
It'll remind me what my damage die is. Okay, very good. That is going to be 13 points of slashing. Magical.
Very nice. Okay, and the magic does help because it is resistant to non-magical attacks. So, it is now bloodied, and it's going to have its go. It's going to try and attack you with the battle axe. That is a miss. That is a natural 6, so that's not going to hit you. And the second one, it is a natural 20 and a natural 14, so that is going to be an unnatural 20, actually, because it's got +6 to hit. Does that hit?
Neros is just going to raise a magical shield and like scowl at the blade.
All right, you use your reaction and cast shield, and it does not hit you. Okay, we go over to a 1 in. A 1 in, you have 1 hit point and an angry ape right in front of you.
One hit point and a dream.
I said there were no baboons in this, and I did not lie. There is an ape though.
You one-ins can't deny.
I think the smart thing to do here is to run away, and to do that safely, I'm going to have to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Which does cancel Hunter's Mark.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, sure.
Because they're both concentration spells.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
So you cast Zephyr Strike, nice.
Yeah. And start to run away.
I mean, you may as well whack it. Like, you get the attack as part of Zephyr Strike, don't you?
Oh, yeah, but I need to be a little bit further away before I can, like, shoot it.
Oh, right, yeah, you're Zephyr bowing, aren't you? Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a little sort of blur behind you as you move. And it doesn't, doesn't get to attack you.
All right, so zoom over here.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'd also like to put on Favored Foe.
Okay, yeah. It's time for all of those ranger stacking bonuses.
It's the turn for it.
Yeah. Definitely the turn for it.
So I believe I have advantage on this attack.
You do?
Because of Zephyr Strike, which I absolutely needed, apparently. 21.
21 hits, absolutely.
All right. And then I do the Favored Foe damage. So the arrow does 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I believe with Zephyr Strike, I get to add another 1d8 of force damage, which is another 5.
Okay. Does Favored Foe give you something?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Oh, you've already added that.
Yeah.
It's a bloodied ape, but it is still standing. Oh, it's very bloodied. You almost took it out in one hit. It is soon not going to be an alive ape. It's coming for you though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, that's its speed. It's going to dash to move right up to you, but it can't attack.
Hey.
We go to Eao. You got your gobos.
Awesome. Okay, so Eao is going to make an attack against the goblin boss.
Okay.
I'm not going to spend any movement this turn, therefore giving myself advantage with steady aim.
Sure, steady aim, yeah.
That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit. Damage plus sneak attack, because you have advantage.
Yeah, that's 23 damage.
Woo! That's a dead goblin boss! It had 21 hit points! Boom!
Eao is immediately going to turn to the other goblin, the one that's still standing, with like 1 HP, I believe. And immediately say, so where's my money?
500 bonus gold pieces for killing something in one shot. The goblin goes,
I ain't got your money. Where's your money?
and it's coming for you. Boom. It's gonna try and kill you in one shot, like it saw its boss. With its scimitar, natural 1. It ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do it. Okay, over to Imp. Imp,
Okay.
you're able to act this turn. What's the plan?
imitated mockingly to begin with. As I take out the water elemental stone, drop it on the floor, and as my action, grind it under my heel to break it and summon a water elemental.
Okay. You have a water elemental now.
Hit you, can I not? We shall see. When does your water elemental act, if I may?
I'm going to have it act on your turn in this case because we're doing slightly weird initiative.
Okay. Oh, very cool. I'm going to tell it to drown the goblin.
Okay.
So it will move into its space.
It's going to do the old whelm, is it?
That's the idea, yeah. Because that's not an attack roll.
I will roll... That doesn't have to be an attack roll for the Nilbog.
Okay, well.
Any creature that attempts to damage the Nilbog. So, charisma saving throw for the water elemental.
Okay, I do have its stats ready.
I did just roll a 19, so it has actually passed the charisma saving throw. And yeah, wow. can do its whelm. I'll let you roll, if you've got the stat block open, I'll let you roll the whelm and all that. I believe the Nilbog has to make a strength save, doesn't it?
Yeah, a strength save.
DC 15, notoriously strong goblins. No. That's a natural 3. Yes! Whelming it.
Elemental can be charmed.
Is there?
Is
I did not check the immunities.
No.
Condition immunity, not charm, no.
No.
Okay.
For my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on the Nilbog to give it disadvantage on... The Whelm doesn't state that you have to use a particular check to escape. So I'm gonna...
It would be athletics or acrobatics, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm choosing dexterity because I don't think strength is going to be what the Nilbog's going to choose, and then I'm going to move into it.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Okay, Nilbog's turn. Does Whelm do any damage?
2d8 plus 4.
That was just reading that.
Okay,
So,
don't bother rolling it. It doesn't. It uses its reversal of fortune to not take the damage. And you feel like it would have healed. Okay, it's going to try and break out. It's going to use acrobatics, so that's going to be dexterity, so it's going to be at disadvantage to try and break out. Good luck. That's a natural 6 plus, what's the acrobatics? 2, 8. So that's not going to get out. The DC is 14.
DC 14, yeah.
Well, that's its go. Does it have any bonus actions? Can it do anything? No, it can take disengage or hide, but that's not going to work in here.
Hide in the water. No one will see you.
It's still mockingly laughing at it, by the way, just the entire time.
It's going over to Gargoyle.
Okay. Gargoyle is going to use Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, so a stream of acid emanates from you in a 30-foot line and 5 feet wide.
Yes.
I'm going to do it in this direction.
Yep.
And you make the owlbear will make a dex saving throw.
12.
Attack Nick directly. You can do it.
It's covered in acid now.
It's covered in acid. All right, what happens?
And, well, nothing right now, but on the start of its next turn, it's going to take 2d4 acid damage.
Ooh, very nice. Okay.
And it's going to keep taking it until it uses its action to clean the acid off.
Okay.
And then Gargoyle is going to use Misty Step.
Smart.
To not provoke an attack of opportunity as he moves over here.
Okay, and because it's teleportation, you've not gone through the trap. Okay. Well, the owlbear is slightly blinded by the acid and is thrashing around and is going to run straight towards you. Woomph. Can you please roll me 6d6 fire damage?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
As it steps on and gets immolated, basically.
That's 20.
20 points of damage. It's bloodied now, or singed would be more accurate. It is going to attack you, though. One with claw, one with beak.
All right.
So beak first is a 21 to hit. claw second is a 17 to hit, so I think the claw misses, but the beak hits this time.
Beak hits.
So that is, hang on a sec. That is 7 points of piercing damage. Oh, and it takes 2d4, doesn't it, of acid?
Yep.
I'll let you roll that because that's your damage.
All right. 2d4. Ah, that's a 9.
9, very good. Okay, it's extremely bloodied now. It probably won't survive the next turn. All right, over to Stonk. Stonk, you're surrounded by these annoying things, and now you are extremely hench.
Yes. And hench Stonk is just gonna start swinging his arms in number one's direction.
Absolutely, the old 1-2. Okay, so roll me. So if this is a punch, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, throwing his arm as hard as he can at it, I guess that's kind of a punch.
Okay, so you're going to make an unarmed strike. You don't add your proficiency bonus, but you will add your strength bonus to the attack. And the damage will be 1 plus your strength modifier, which is currently actually 7 points of damage, which is actually pretty good. Like,
just wants these guys out of here.
Boom! Right, yeah, so roll me it's essentially a strength check. So it'll be d20 plus 6, because you don't have proficiency in unarmed strikes.
What are you attacking me for? Enjoying a meal?
That's d20 plus 6.
Yeah.
That is a 25.
25! Very nice. So that is a hit. Now you deal 7 points of bludgeoning damage. There's no roll to it, because unarmed strikes always do 1 plus your strength score. These have 5 hit points. You, boom, destroy this clockwork aberration, and yeah, it shatters into cogs. You do actually get to hit twice. Because you've got 2 hands, you can make a second fight. This one, though, you won't add your strength score to the damage, so it will just be 1 point of damage. But you can just follow it up with a second doomph for a single point of damage.
Okay, give me seconds to think about that.
It will cost you bonus action if you want to do that, though. But I don't think you had a thing with your bonus action last time, so...
Nah, I can't immediately think what to do with bonus action, but I just want to look up bugbear stuff.
Yeah,
for a second. Wondering if there's anything relevant.
Oh, well, in case they've got claws or something like a 1 in.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I was just wondering. Okay, yeah. Stunk's gonna just try to hit number 2 as well. Just it's not quite as powerful as the first blow, but it's just pissed off and just trying to swat the guy away, so to say. Yeah. So that's the roll. Is it 21?
21, and that hits, deals 1 point of damage, taking 20% of that creature's health away. It's go. It is going to cry a tear for its lost... actually, it does not care. They do not care. They are basically computers. It's going to attack you. That's a 7 to hit, so that's not going to hit. Over to Grounded. Grounded, you're in the ethereal, and there are birds cawing around you.
Okay. This is basically the opposite of what normally happens.
I don't know why the birds are getting weirder and weirder every time.
It's because they've been teamed up by Beholder.
These cat birds.
It's a little bit strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so just to be clear, can they hear me and can I physically interact with them?
Don't know, what does it say on like etherealness? Because I think it's literally cast the etherealness spell. Oh, they can't perceive you. And they can't interact with you. So it's literally as if you're not there. So they're now just sort of flying around. And vice versa.
Okay, so I can't see them, they can't see me. In that case...
No, I think you can see them.
I think you can... you can see and hear the plane, but you can't interact with them. They can't see or hear you, and they can't interact with you.
Okay. Okay, so did they move to where I was before, or are they just sort of dispersing, or what?
I think they're dispersing in their original position, so I'm just going to move them around for their last turn. There we go. Sort of flying around a bit.
How high am I up in total again?
You are now 120 feet up.
Can I make a controlled sort of slide down the... Wait, can I still use my magic carpet?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use my magic carpet to just fly.
Just fly off. Just leave.
Yep.
Hit the bricks.
Just fly 80 feet. 80 feet, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I imagine it works a bit differently diagonally, but yeah. We can do trigonometry if you like.
I do not care to do trigonometry. It's chessboard movement in D&D. It is a non-Euclidean world.
Basically, I just fly up to the door and I want to take a gander at the door.
Sure, how are you doing that?
You're still 40 feet too high, aren't you? Or did you move before flying? Or did you dash? Just to clarify.
Yeah, you were 120 feet up. Have you moved 80 feet?
Well, dropping is a free action.
It would be a dexterity check to drop and then land on a magic carpet on the way down and arrest your fall. In fact, that would be actually I'm going to call it land vehicles because there isn't an air vehicles handling proficiency, but there is a land vehicles one, and I would count it as that.
Okay. Technically speaking, I still have my land vehicle proficiency active, I believe.
You do! You've got fucking Norton in your head. I see you're trying to arrest your fall.
He's physically there now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Have you avenged my death yet? Have you avenged my death yet? You should do that.
Look,
God, Norton wants
I'm working on it. I tried to tie up my boss.
Avenge me! And try subscribing for $32.99 a month and get the complete plan where I will offer proficiency in all sorts of things.
Yep, don't worry, you'll be avenged sevenfold. I'm a semi-natural demon.
You do, you have land vehicles proficiency.
It's a dexterity check, just to be clear.
Yeah, dexterity with land vehicle proficiency, I think, and I'm going to set the DT at 20.
Oh dear.
I mean, it kind of is a land vehicle. Where does a carpet go if not the ground?
Yep.
This one goes everywhere.
14.
Even a normal DC of 15 wouldn't have gone well. You're going to go splat. Okay, hang on. I need to open the dice rollers. There's far too many D6s.
I'm grounded, interact with the ground. That's being ethereal.
Oh yeah, this is even more interesting.
But if the carpet is ethereal too.
Technically speaking, there is ground in the ethereal plane, by the way. But
okay.
In fact, actually, I think the ethereal plane has ground in it in the same places where it would be. Otherwise, it's like buildings aren't there, but the ground is. But we're not even in something that borders the ethereal. Technically, the etherealness shouldn't have worked, but I thought it sounded cool. We are in the Dream Heart, which is somewhere completely different. This is the center of the plane of dreams, which does actually, you know what, actually, the unique thing about the Dream Heart is it actually does border every single plane in existence, including the far planes. It's one of the only places you can get to the far planes. So yeah, you can go to the ethereal, which means you're bordering what is in the Dream Heart at the moment. So yeah, I think you are going to hit the ground. That took a lot of logic in my head to work out how the ethereal plane interacts with dreams, but there we go.
Well, you could have just been the ground quick and dirty.
How much health have you got?
37 points left. Maximum 45.
That's a shame because you just took 46. The etherealness has just worn off, and the birds have just seen you.
Am I unconscious?
Etherealness wears off when you drop unconscious, I think.
Yeah, oh great. Do I at least get a laugh track for that?
Oh, you totally, yeah, you get 500 fucking gold pieces and a laugh track for that. That was fantastic. Yeah, you're up to 6,000 gold pieces now. That is not another brass cannon. I will say, though, they're not able to get to you because they were like 60 feet up, so they're moving towards you, but they're not going to be able to get to you this time.
Just to be clear, does this work as the spell Etherealness?
Ish?
Because that only ends when the time runs out or you use an action to end it.
How about I say it doesn't right now, because otherwise you're going to have a dead character on your hands. Over to Leros.
Well, Leros doesn't have much to do. He's gonna take a swing at the ghost again.
Yep.
That's a 22 to hit.
22 hits. Yeah, absolutely.
12 points of damage.
It's dead. That's exactly what you needed.
Okay, excellent. I was about to spend a smite on it, but
this
good thing
door
I didn't.
unlocks. You hear the clunk of a door unlocking, and you're pretty sure it's something in this direction. With your good hearing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna walk through the door.
Yep, you can.
1, 2, 3, 4 as a bonus action to bring the spirit weapon with me.
Okay. All right, over to A1 and good luck, A1.
Dagger time.
Don't miss. Just don't miss, love.
Don't miss. Just don't miss. Just hit the thing.
Just hit it. It's that simple.
Yeah. That's a nat 20.
First of all, that's 200 more gold pieces. Secondly, go for it. Do the damage. Kill this ape.
Do I get money for my killing a ghost?
You will actually. I'll give you that in a sec.
It's a d4 plus 4 plus, what was favored foe again? Plus another d4.
So then double that. Double the dice, that is.
So 4d4.
Double the dice.
4d4 plus 4, yeah. When you crit, you double all the dice involved and then roll it and then add the modifier once.
Alright, so that's 9.
9's enough.
With a tiny dagger.
Okay. So I'm gonna add the gold now that happens because it's identical for A1 and Leros. You have both caused an additional 1,000 gold pieces.
Yay!
To come on. So you're now at 8,200 gold pieces. You're getting close to saving your fifth brass cannon. Very nicely done. That door right next to you here, that unlocks.
I don't know, I'll go there.
Okay.
Just in the door.
Just 10 feet?
You,
No more
if you have
movement?
more
I open the
movement, you
door
can come
and
closer
then
to
I walk the dinosaur.
Okay. None of you are thinking of trying the doors from this side?
I ran out of movement.
Yeah, you ran out of movement, but Awanin has like 60 feet of movement at the moment because of Zephyr Strike, so...
Awanin kind of just needs to, breathe for a second.
That's fair. You have got 1 hit point left. It is dangerous probably to enter any of the other rooms right now.
If they heard big unlocking noises, then they might presume exiting that the other doors are locked innately.
Yeah, they might presume that. But shit's magical. You may as well try. Right, Eao, over to you. You have a goblin.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have a corpse in front of me.
Oh, nice. This is. I can't wait for the nat 1. I really can't.
First things first. Immediately after the goblin says, "I'm going to get you," and then nat 1 misses, or is it like a nat 6?
I think it was a nat 6. Yeah.
I'm going to take my time with this one.
Oh wait, you get 200 more gold pieces because you shit talked. I forgot. I had that written down as well. You got to put on a show. The audience is the one paying.
Eao is going to pull out a bottle of potent poison and slowly apply it over her rapier, saying, "This is going to be painful.
Nice.
I hope you enjoy." And I'm going to stab.
I'm retroactively adding 600 gold pieces for Imp because of all the shit talking as well. Go for the stab because I forgot about it.
Yeah, so that is a 25 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does. Against a goblin, yeah. Delete this goblin.
Okay. so that's 5 damage, and that's an additional 2d8 damage, so those are low rolls. That's total 9 damage.
I mean, that's still enough. The goblin has 7 hit points. This one actually has 2 hit points because it had already been damaged. Yeah. Boom. A goblin dead. You gain another 1,000 gold pieces. You're at 10,000. You get to choose another brass cannon. Who gets to live? The remaining ones are Toady and I believe Bucket. Hang on. Let me do a double check. I think Bucket got saved.
I don't think Bucket got saved.
Oh, no, it is. Yeah, Toady and Bucket. Toady and Bucket.
Let's go Toady.
Toady is safe, leaving just Bucket and 10,000 more gold pieces to get Bucket. Okay, very nicely done. And yeah, you can move the door unlocks. Absolutely.
15, 20, 25. I walk through triumphantly and get disappointed that I'm not the first one.
Yes. You're like, what? Come on. The cat man?
30, 35, 40.
Yeah.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
Eao, you know as well as I do, I always run into dramatic moment.
Imp, you have a whelmed Nilbog.
I do. I'm gonna stop laughing at this point and just sigh. You are so annoying, and I'm not gonna try and hurt it. I want to reach in, and grapple it to make it to try and hold it in place.
It's already grappled. Double grappling it will not do anything extra. But
No, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't like give it like disadvantage or anything.
no.
I'll do it anyway.
You do it anyway. Well, that's fair enough.
Make it more anxious.
Roll me either athletics or acrobatics, and I will contest with acrobatics again at disadvantage because you've cursed it.
14.
14's good. I rolled an 8. So, yep, you've got a hand on the Nilbog as well. Anything else?
And as tempted as I am, I'm not going to use my Hexblade's Curse on it. The water elemental at the start of its turn does 2d8.4.
And it happens automatically, so it doesn't have to do a
So
save.
a total of 18.
18 points. Okay. It hasn't had its go yet, and it's already used its reaction to avoid damage. It dies. You killed the Nilbog. So what its reaction can do is it basically ignores all damage and then heals for the amount that you would deal once each time. But it already used it, so yeah, that kills it. Again, you have another 1,000 gold pieces, and a door in the center unlocks.
But it died feeling touched.
It did. It did.
Excellent. Myself and the water elemental then are going to go for a stroll.
Okay.
I assume I'll come out up here.
Yep, that's right.
25, 30, I'm in the door, and
Okay.
the water elemental will be just behind me.
Eao, Leros, and Awanan, you see a monster arrive with him. Okay, over to Gargoyle.
All right, I will, as an item interaction, throw Cotter out.
Okay.
And already in action, which is in the event that Cotter does not kill the owlbear, I'll use a Thunder Gauntlets.
Okay.
But hopefully, using my bonus action to make Cotter do a force strike will work.
It might. Roll it.
All right, that is 23.
3 hits. Yeah. Oh, it could do it. How much damage does it do?
1d4 plus 3.
Ooh, it could happen.
That is a 7.
Yeah, that's a dead owlbear. Very well done. The door opens again, and you gain 1,000 gold pieces towards the total.
Oh. I'll use my action instead now to give Cotter a little high five. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah.
Okay. Over to Stonk. Stonk, one monodrone left. It looks really cute.
Stung just sighs a heavy sigh and grumbles.
Adopts it.
There's always such annoying groupies backstage. as he takes another swing at number 2.
Okay, another unarmed strike. So yeah, roll d20 plus your strength modifier, which is 6 at the moment.
That is an 18.
18 hits, and you deal a flat 7 points of damage, which is enough to kill Monodrone 2. Dead. You get another 1,000 gold pieces, and that one is gone. And the door over to the north unlocks for you. You do still have your movement if you want to use that.
Stonk takes a last bite.
Just gonna sit down and just enjoy the meal.
From his succulent banquet meal. Then wipes his face and everything to be polite for company.
Yep.
And starts making his way over. 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess movement, just regular movement.
Yeah, regular movement.
Yeah.
I've just realised Grounded's dead.
What?
We are gonna go by the raw ruling of Etherealness, otherwise Grounded is guaranteed dead. So yeah, we're gonna go with the raw rule. You are still in the ethereal plane and unconscious.
Are you sure? Because Grounded move 120 feet.
Yeah, they have a 60-foot movement speed.
So
They've
they
already
can't
moved
attack.
60.
Yeah.
They have 60 more left.
I'm not entirely sure why I needed to make the check, by the way.
Because you tried to drop more than your movement speed. You tried to move 120 feet on your turn by dropping and then arresting your fall with the...
Wait.
You could have used the bonus action, that's true.
The ghost walk thing that she has states that it doesn't end until she ends it anyway. It lasts for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's not Etherealness. It's specifically on. It's something called the Heartstone. It's actually something hags get. The ruling is extremely minor. Like on it, like I've had to invent this item basically, even though it is something that exists in the monster manual. So the issue at play is the reason you had to make a check is because you tried to move 120 feet. You didn't have the movement to do that. So the only way to do that would be to drop and then arrest your fall and move. The arresting the fall is what failed.
I thought I moved 80 feet diagonal down.
Oh,
Yes,
so you're
but you were
not
120 feet
anywhere.
up.
You were 120 feet up, so you're not anywhere near the door, which is what you were trying to investigate. If that's just a misunderstanding, I'm perfectly happy to have you still in the ethereal plane, up with the hit points. I don't want to kill anyone on a misunderstanding.
All right, yeah,
But yeah, you're still about 40 feet away from the door.
Yeah, I thought it was just something to do with the carpet.
No, it's not something specific to the guy. It was just because you were trying to, or so I thought, was to get 120 feet out of it by dropping essentially 120 feet, then landing on the carpet and going.
I made a joke about how dropping is a free action, and I think that might have been interpreted as like a tactical decision that was being made.
Got it. I see. Okay, so yeah, you're still up. You are, I think you're back up to however much hit points you had. I think it was 41 or something. It might be slightly less or slightly more. I can't remember. Something around that.
37.
37? Okay, you're still up. You're still ethereal. The birds actually don't know where you are, so I'm just going to have them drift apart a bit more. And you are now 40 feet away from the door as the Grounded flies.
Okay.
Because yeah, the reason why I realized that you would be dead is they had 60 feet of movement to get to you. They would have advantage on all attacks against you, and any hit is a critical hit. So 2 have to hit you, and you're instant dead. And there are 8 of them, which is suddenly very tricky. So yes, but just a misunderstanding, and that's I'm not going to kill a character over that.
Okay. I'm going to fly the rest of the way over to the door. And I'm just going to take a look at it.
Okay, so give me what are you looking for explicitly, and we'll see what kind of check you're going to make.
Okay, I guess I'm just sort of looking to see if there's any sort of mechanism I could bypass to get through.
There's definitely a lock on it. Yeah, there's definitely a lock you can try and bypass. I don't need a check on that. It's obvious. It's right there on the door handle. That's
Technically, if you're in the ethereal plane, the door doesn't exist for you. You can walk through.
But we are in a beholder's mind.
That's also true.
Yeah. I think,
Picking the lock might be hard, though, in the ethereal plane.
No.
Yeah, you currently can't interact with the door.
Should we reduce the 500 gold from Grounded falling?
Oh yeah, that didn't happen.
Oh.
Good point.
Sorry. I'm DM's pet. In this case, literally.
I guess the canary's singing.
Brixus.
But yeah, they are, Andres is right. You can move through the door.
Okay.
You're ethereal. It's only like landscape that you can't go through, I believe. Because the landscape of where you are exists in the border ethereal. It's like 1-to-1 duplicated. But the buildings don't exist. There might actually be different buildings in the ethereal plane sometimes, but in this case, no.
In that case, I'm just going to go through the door and just appear on the other side in the material plane.
Gargoyle, give me a Constitution saving throw to avoid a heart attack. No, I'm kidding. I know you would. That's why I'm telling you I'm kidding. You will make it through, and the birds go donk, 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 donk against the door, and all die. You actually, you do not get 1,000 gold pieces for beating the the puzzle. The audience are not happy on that one, but you have gotten through, and you are done. We are going to take a break here so I can set up the last section, the last part of which is a quiz.
I'm assuming I can tell that Avunin at this point is badly hurt.
Oh yeah, you can do some healing now. It's not like short rest period, but you can definitely do healing magic and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap Avunin with a 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay.
So
the slap puts a wound on death saving throws.
Yeah, so slap, unarmed strike, 1 hit point. That's death saving throws. And now
1 hit point? What do you mean?
It's 1 plus your strength modifier. Good point. Yeah.
What do you mean? It's 1d4, beast.
Oh yeah, you've got claws. I always forget about that because of the glaive. Yeah.
When I say slap, I mean like a pat on the shoulder.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
So that's gonna be 14 hit points.
14 hit points. Okay, a 1, and you're back up to 14 hit points. And yeah, we're gonna take a break.
I really like the whole red button thing, because every time Pixel is on it, like his face ominously turns red.
Oh, it does. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, probably does.
No, yeah, I made mine a smaller window just so I would accidentally click it.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, and you materialize back on stage, and you're behind now a panel. Like a almost like a bar, a tavern bar, and you're all sat down, and there's your little names in front of each of you. And yeah,
what does Gargoyle say?
And Gargoyle says gargoyle. Because I think that's no. It might say does Varixis know your full name?
I mean, what would Varixis consider Gargoyle's name to be?
Oh yeah, yours just says worker, employee.
Minion.
Minion. Yeah, it says minion. Yours says minion. I think Varixis has cast legend lore several times to learn some things about you for the purposes of this quiz, to explain why the quiz happens to be about a lot of things Varixis should not know about. But
so
yeah.
That means, well, what does Eao's name tag say?
You know what? Yeah, it does. It says Salius Monvale.
Okay, wait. Does Grounded have her full name, or is it just Grounded?
It has Grounded's full name, which I can't remember exactly. Is Grounded Joys of Wark?
Yep.
No, is there? There's not an extra middle name that I'm forgetting, because I got a vague feeling there was another one.
Jeez,
okay,
spoilers for the Nordmark players. We took 3 whole seasons to learn Eao's actual name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grounded just looked at her nameplate and is very smug that that's her name.
Leros is going to check this as well.
Legend lore would reveal that, actually. Legend lore would reveal Leros' actual name. Or rather, yeah, I reckon so. I reckon because Legend Lord is a powerful spell. Do you want to say what it says?
Hey, wait, Nick, don't say the words legend lore. They're not supposed to know about that yet.
Apex Legends lore. Yeah,
the legend.
Yeah, including trans characters apparently.
I think Leros will look at it saying the sword that was promised and hope that no one else looks at it.
Okay, yeah, that's what it says, the sword that was promised. Excellent. Okay, and yeah, Beholder Varixis is back in that wonderful, like, shimmery purple jacket. Got the stick mic curled around and is like, welcome back, everyone. And we've had 2 great rounds. How much have we earned so far for charity? And it cuts to the brass cannons who are still in the little force cage. Like, 12,500 GP, just let me go. That's Steve breaking down into tears. Haha, don't worry. Some of you will be freed at the end of this, but at least one of you will die. Maybe, unless we can get to 20,000 gold pieces. Well, let's try it with round 3 as we go into the quiz. And a spotlight falls down onto him. All right, so this quiz is in
weakest link.
This quiz is in 3 stages. Each stage is going to be different. Stage 1, group quiz. You can confer. You have as much time as you need. None of you are allowed to look this shit up, obviously. Or I will subtract money. You choose a category and you choose an amount from 100 to 500 gold pieces. And there is a question there with differing difficulty levels. You can choose a total of 10 questions, maybe less if you take ages. Before we go on, the 3 categories: arcane, mundane, divine. And
funny enough, you could have made this an hour map.
I could have. I didn't. So over to you lot. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 for the difficulty. Arcane, mundane, divine. Talk amongst yourselves.
500. Easy.
Yep.
If it's a group mode right now, I would say try to get as much money as possible, because I know I will not do well in individual mode if it's all Dungeons and Dragons related questions.
Yeah, if it's between us, I think we should just go all in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, first question: arcane, mundane, or divine?
Arcane.
Arcane. Arcane for 500. What happens if you draw the tower in the deck of many things?
Answer goes in once we've buzzed, right?
Yeah, one of you has to buzz and give the answer, but you can confer. This is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Tower drops on you is not what happens.
But yeah,
so,
I will take whatever you say after you buzz, but before that, you're okay to chat and make jokes, whatever you want. Only after you buzz.
Okay, so
I know in the actual tarot, the tower represents like arrogance, fall from grace.
The tower represents bad stuff, yeah.
I think
is it the one that gives you a nemesis, or is that something else?
no. I think the tower is the one that sends you to another plane. You're trapped in another plane and you have to be rescued.
See, part of the problem is
that what happened in Guild of Icons Evil? I know that's what happened, but is that what the tower, the one that was drawn?
No, that was the effect that happened in Guild of Icons Evil. I do believe that's what the tower does.
And I don't know any better than that. Does anyone else have?
the problem is I wouldn't know because I've only played the Binding of Isaac, where the tower cards do what they do not do in D&D. I can assure you.
I only know them from Persona.
So should we go with that, since that's the only effect any of us actually know?
Sure.
Yep.
I know other effects, I just don't know what most of them are tied to. The one that initially came to mind for me was the one where you get a property off somewhere, but it's filled with baddies. But I've got nothing to base this off. So your half remembered what happened in GOI Evil is better than that. So I'd go with you. Personally.
Okay, then if no one has any objections.
Buzz away.
Guild of Icons Dunwich. What's your answer?
The tower card sends people off to another plane. They can only be tracked through a wish spell, and they are.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. There is no such card in the deck of many things.
Oh right, because that's the tarot card, not the.
The card you're thinking of does exist. It's called the Donjon. But yeah, no, there's no tower card. Next question. The 500 ones are all extremely hard, to be fair, but there are easier in the list.
They're worth trying.
Yeah, they're definitely worth trying. Like, you've got plenty of questions. You may as well keep trying them.
I guess.
Mundane.
Oh yeah.
Mundane 500.
How much do we need to get the last guy out?
7,500 more.
But there's 3 rounds of this.
Yeah, there are 3 rounds.
Okay. I say stick to the max for the group ones all the way through. Go for it.
Okay, Mundane 500. All right, a Medusa has petrified you. How might a basilisk help you?
I know this.
Be used as an ingredient, right?
Yep, you can use its blood to create an alchemical cure for petrification.
Pass it in. I believe we have done that.
Yep, Grounded literally did that.
Oh, okay. Didn't hear it.
The blood of a basilisk can be used as an alchemical ingredient to cure petrification.
I'm afraid not. It is actually oil from its gullet. You have never met a basilisk. You met a gorgon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, in the library. I told you these ones are really tricky. But that's raw. If that ever happens, if anyone gets petrified, the oil in the gullet of a basilisk will undo it.
Yeah. And
I was just been furiously searching for basilisks on Ethernet.
Yeah.
All right. Do we try 500 for divine next?
May as well.
Worth a go. Worth a go.
I'm actually scared of divine because then we have to work with the gods of Nick's plane.
It might get even harder than that. This one. I tell you, divine 500 is a bastard, but it is technically answerable by most people in this group.
Oh no.
Okay.
They're gonna have to think though. All right.
I want to know.
Divine 500. Which of these is a noble house of celestials? House Carian, House Gideon, the Skylarks, House Indari, or Domus Bastion?
It can't be House Carrion because that's.
Can you repeat that, please?
Sure.
I'm going to guess Gideon. I'd guess Gideon just because I think
Same.
word just hangs around in Nick's head rent free.
Just hangs in my head, yeah. Which of these is Noble House of Angels? House Carian, House Gideon, the Skylarks, House Indari, or Domus Bastion?
Feels like the Skylarks.
And
And it can't be House Carrion because Carrion is, like we've met, Carrion Catalan, surely, who
It could be named after the celestial house. You don't know.
would be.
I still agree with Bree that it's probably Gideon.
I'm sorry, one last time. Can you go through the houses?
Sure. Carian, Gideon, the Skylarks, House Indari, or the Domus Bastion?
I vote Skylarks. Gideon's ringing a bell for me, so it may. If I've seen that in a stream somewhere.
Yeah. I don't really have anything to go on for Gideon except for just a vibe, so.
Honestly, I think our best bet for this one is probably Lyros, if Lyros has guess.
Well, I also said Gideon. Can I, as Leros, roll a religion check?
Absolutely.
Which is not going to help me because the modifier is a 0.
I have proficiency in that. Can I roll it?
You can roll history. But Leros can roll religion.
Can I roll history instead?
Aw.
No.
Because then it would be a 12.
Can we swap?
No, and there's reasons. There's reasons for that. I will explain the reasons after when you know the answer, because then, yeah.
Okay, hold up. I just need history, you said. Me. 18.
18. It's not the Skylarks.
All right. Well, now I'm on to Gideon then.
Do we go Gideon? Any refusals for Gideon? Speak up now.
I'll throw in for Gideon.
All right. House Gideon.
Correct. 500 gold pieces. Here's why you should know this, or not should. Here's why you're able to know this. Nordmark, Siren the blacksmith was Siren issue of Gideon, the Aasimar. But that actually will come up more in Guild of Icons Campaign 2 when you're fighting all of them. But yeah, 500 correct. And yeah, Iris, you had no chance of knowing that. But as I said, almost everyone here had a chance. But yeah, Iris, you had no chance.
Well, you kind of laid it out in the Guild of Icons Campaign 2 plan, so if we remembered really hard,
as I said, Iris, you had no chance of knowing that one. But you do have a better chance with the others. To be fair.
So, do we have to clear the entire sheet before the next round?
You get 10 questions.
10 questions. Okay, so we keep going high to low, and we keep the arcane as the 10th question, I think. So arcane 400 for our 4th question.
Okay. Arcane 400. What is the name of the deepest layer of the Tartaric depths of Carcerai? It's actually Carcery, but yeah.
Blink, blink.
Gargoyle knows about planes, I presume, from study.
Yeah.
Let's do an Arcana roll.
Okay.
I think would Grounded have known from watching an entire lecture on the planes at all?
You can roll an Arcana check.
I was going to ask if I can.
Yeah, Eao, you were in that lecture as well.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're pretty sure it's affiliated with warlocks.
I rolled a 4.
You have no idea. Maybe it's the Abyss?
I have rolled
Okay.
A.
The thing I'm going to throw out there is that it's going to be Asmodeus is the ruler, but I don't know the name of the layer.
That's if Asmodeus exists in this world. Remember, Asmodeus is a god, and we have our own set of gods in this world.
You also probably have a fair understanding that Asmodeus is usually in the Hells?
And that's a 26.
Did you not say Hells? Did I miss you?
No, Tartaric depths of Carcery.
Oh, in which, never mind then, I don't know what I'm talking about.
But yeah, so you're pretty sure there are some warlock spells named after it.
I'm assuming that's said out loud then.
What's the question again?
What is the name of the deepest layer of the Tartaric depths of Carcery?
Oh wait, it's the frozen one.
Agathis.
Worth a shot.
Could be.
The Agathis or Hadar.
Could also be Hadar.
I thought Hadar was a bar plane sort of thing.
Yeah, it sounds.
Yeah,
because it's tentacles.
Tentacles and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so
So
Agathis.
do we try Agathis? Does someone else want to bring in? I do love the bell.
What was the frozen one?
Oh.
Gargo?
Agathis?
Correct! 400 gold pieces! Agathis is indeed the deepest layer of Carcery, and it is the frozen one. You're quite right, Grounded. And that is where Armor of Agathis comes from. You're also right that Hadar or Hadar is from the Far Plains. Actually, a black hole, a sentient black hole.
Thank you, Memphis.
So, very well done. 400 arcane done. Yeah, nicely done, nicely done. These do get easier as you
next
go
up.
up, but...
400 mundane, please.
Okay. From what part of the wyvern, or wyvern, is the titular wyvern poison taken?
It's a stinger tail, isn't it?
Could be. I don't.
Would Grounded have any idea of this as an alchemist?
You can roll me an alchemy tools proficiency nature. So wisdom plus alchemy tools proficiency, if you want to try and...
A one-in have any ideas as a ranger?
Oh yeah, a one and as a ranger, you can roll me survival, I think, or nature. Nature probably makes more sense. Yeah, you can roll me nature or one.
Can I roll survival?
Survival's fine, yeah, because you usually have to survive these when you encounter them. They're pretty.
I have a question.
Is this
Oh, sorry, continue.
alchemy tools intelligence?
Yeah, I did say wisdom initially, but I do think intelligence makes more sense.
Can be due to the feat I have, the poisoner's feat. Could I roll my poisoner at like an intelligence check with my poisoner's kit proficiency?
Yeah, I mean, wyvern poison is a very popular poison. I think that's fine. That's fine.
I'm carrying at least 2 vials of it on me right now.
yeah.
I got a 17.
17's good. 17's good. We'll just see what the poison one comes
19.
back. 19. Okay, so you're going to get 2 bits of information. So a one in what you know is a wyvern is like a dragon, but not exactly. And dragons aren't typically venomous or poisonous, with the exception of green dragons. Eao, at a slightly higher, you do know that it has a stinger, but you don't know where.
Hell, it's definitely a stinger tail. I'm almost sure of it.
It's going to be either tail or claw, but Grounded does seem very sure about tail.
Yeah, stinger, will, and claw would be like.
I think it's usually go on tails.
So
Okay.
if you're sure, Grounded.
Okay.
We do need more cowbell, which is why we're letting Grounded answer this.
Yep. It has a stinger on its tail which dispenses it.
Correct. 400 more points. Very nicely done.
And I was saying either tail or claw because, and it's entirely monster hunt here. That's how Rathlos and Rathian dispense their poisons.
Rathian actually uses claws.
Yeah, tail and claws.
Yeah.
Very well done. You have 400 left on Divine.
Yep, that's where we're going.
Okay. What is the name of the largest church of Lullus, the god of luck?
Can I roll that?
Yeah, roll me religion.
Or would I just know it because that's what I do?
Is Lullus your god?
Yes.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah, absolutely.
Casino.
Psychosaki.
Psychosis. Or whatever you actually said, because I might pronounce that wrong.
The Ikosaki, the church of the 20-sided church, basically.
Oh shit, I actually with that one.
Yeah, you even counted the Ikosarks several times. You tried to kill one at a game of chance on the road once. That turned out to be an archbishop.
For that one.
No, you weren't there for that one, in fairness. But you've also met Recruge, the dean of religious studies in the God Hall at Cantlaw. But yes, congratulations. Yeah, 400 more points. You're now at 14,200 gold pieces. So you're climbing up. You're climbing up. 300 arcane?
Yeah. Go.
Let's do it.
Okay. What are the components required to cast the spell Fireball?
Verbal, somatic, Batguana.
Who?
Don't think you're going to be Batguana?
Yeah, Batguana.
Yep.
Guano.
Yeah.
Okay, you sound pretty confident.
But I think it has something else as well.
Saltpeter. No, I
Well,
think
we
the
can say
Batguano
verbal
is-
somatic material, which is technically correct, which is that's kind of correct.
Probably
I'm
gonna
sure
want
technically
the,
correct is going to get you the points here, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's Batguano.
Okay.
I can't remember if
Ao's-
it's saltpeter. Sorry, go
I
on.
was going to ask for a clarification. Are we talking only the material components?
All components.
All components. Okay.
Then it's verbal, somatic, and bat poop.
Can I roll Arcana to confirm?
Yeah, you can roll
the
Arcana to
question is-
confirm that.
Nobody present can cast Fireball?
Yeah, can anyone here
No.
cast Fireball? Roll me Arcana at disadvantage for not being able to cast it.
I have the spell.
also it
don't
not
have
being
a
on
spell.
Yeah.
Sulfur.
Can
It's
I
Batguano
roll?
and sulfur. Those are the material components.
14 on Laris
That
as well.
makes sense.
You're pretty sure it's Batguano and something.
It's Batguano and sulfur.
Okay, let's go with Eos.
And a bit of trivia, those are actually the ingredients for gunpowder.
Yeah, so those are material. Do we know if it has a verbal? Okay, I'm assuming it has a somatic.
Verbal
Do we know?
and somatic, yeah. I'm sure it's got all three.
Okay, rigging in.
Oh, you van first.
Everyone's
The
going.
spell Fireball has somatic, verbal, and material components consisting of sulfur and Batguana.
That's correct. Very nicely done. Exactly right. Yeah. I was going to be very pedantic about that. Am I right in assuming mundane 300 then?
Yeah.
This is
Always.
one I think a couple of other people will be able to answer a little bit quicker. Who designed the sewers beneath the Sundered City?
I'm assuming that there is no religion or arcana check that's going to answer that one for me because I've got no idea. Yeah.
Can I roll? history
yeah.
at
Someone's already
advantage?
buzzed in.
Oh. Someone did buzz in?
George Quaker. Quaker.
Correct. Yeah, it is his father.
I was just trying to remember the last name.
Yeah, absolutely. Bree's other character's father.
There's
yeah,
no
that
reason
helps.
Gargoyle would know that, but let's go.
Maybe you're a history buff. You know, I would have allowed history checks to know that.
I couldn't remember his name, and I've met the guy.
Yeah, like Ao's actually been there for Baboonmas.
I couldn't remember his last name, and I played the guy.
All
I mean,
right.
Leros has actually also played the guy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, All right, question 9 then. Divine 300, am I right?
Yep.
Yep.
What is the full name of the figure otherwise known as Father Baboonmas?
Gotegar. Will we miss any other parts?
Full name, though.
Okay,
Full
so
name, including a title if it's got it, just to be technical about it.
yeah, so I know his title, and I know his last name, Gotegar. I don't know his first name.
Nick said it earlier, too.
He's a barbarian, so maybe he's one of those just one name sorts.
I don't think
Leros
so.
will speak up of this.
I mean-
yeah.
You know what? Figure like this.
I'm going to ask if there's something I could roll, because Count Gotegar is very much one of Ao's greatest rivals of all time.
History. Yeah. Roll history.
There's no one in the world Ao hates more than Count Gotegar.
Even grounded?
Even Puce, who we've forgotten about since leaving the Sundered City.
Look, I will get to that, okay? I have
even
other
grounded.
issues. That is an 18.
An 18. You've only ever heard of it as Count Gotegar. As to whether that's correct or not is a different matter.
I mean, it's 300, so it can't be that high, can it? Can it? Can it? Almost certainly, but you
Find
know.
out.
I really feel like I can't remember any
sorry.
other names, dude.
No, I did not mean to do that.
Go on, Talia, answer.
You've done it now.
Go on, Owanen.
Count Gotegar, go on.
Can't go.
Correct? It was that easy, correct? Yeah, Count Gotegar.
I knew it.
Gogar's not got more time. Got any time for more names?
Thing of overthinking everything.
Yeah.
This is the 10th question, right?
Last one. Yeah. Is now Arcane 200. Yeah. What happens if you put Heward's handy haversack into a portable hole?
Well, fun times.
Well, that was two people at once. I heard the doorbell first. Who was doorbell? Is that Imp?
I am this one.
So yeah, that one came in first.
Because I'm reasonably sure. You and everybody within a very specific range get transported to the thanks, Brain. Astral Sea? Do you need the range?
No. Anything else?
I'm wrong about the Astral Sea. It's going to be the ethereal plane.
You've already said what plane.
Yeah.
Are you done?
In which case, I'm wrong. I panicked and my brain shut down on me. That's entirely my bad. There we go.
You are correct. It is the astral plane, but it destroys both items.
It is the
as well.
astral. Okay.
It destroys both
I
items.
missed it.
And also that's a boatload of force damage.
You also get a boatload of force damage. I was going to allow that one being missed, but destroying both items had to be in the answer.
Yeah.
But that was only 200 points. That's not, 200 gold pieces. You're now at 15,100 gold pieces. You need 4,900 more to save that last brass cannon. As we go to round 2. Okay, individual quiz. I'm gonna name a person and then ask a question. And if you answer it correctly, you get, how many gold pieces are I giving free? 100 gold pieces each. Okay. Question 1, Leros, what is your name?
Truthful answer or the one on my nameplate?
What's your name?
I was named the sword that was promised.
Ding.
I go by many names depending on the path that I'm on.
Stonk, true or false? The potion of growth is used to regrow one lost limb.
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. True or false? The potion of growth is used to regrow one lost limb.
False.
Correct. As you drank one in Bleakwash. Eao, how do you know the Transmutex?
She's my godmother.
Okay. Interesting, says Bruce Master Phyrexius.
Fuck!
Imp, true or false? Spiderwebbing is highly flammable.
True.
Very nice, 100 gold pieces. Gargoyle, why do you think you could hide from me?
Because you terrify me.
Ding, ding, ding! Another 100 gold pieces. Awanin, what is the largest fish in the seas of Nordmark?
No one knows.
I checked
Because I
beforehand.
haven't caught it yet.
And it's the Kraken. It is, in fact, the largest fish available in D&D.
But it's not in the sea.
I would like to argue a
It
kraken is not a fish.
It is.
It is
I
both not
checked.
in the sea. It is not in the sea, though. It is stuck in a cave.
It's gonna be.
Right, there's no such thing as a fish.
You know what? For your pedantry, I'll give you that, and I'll subtract another 100 gold pieces. Okay. Grounded, is the postmaster dead?
I told you I'm not a freaking assassin. No, he's alive and he'll stay alive.
Incorrect.
That was the wrong answer.
Because he
Leros,
wants the potion master.
where were you born?
Postmaster.
I have no idea where I was born because I was found after the fact.
Okay, correct. 100 gold pieces. Stonk, I'm a shepherd of spiders. I stand on 2 legs and I spin web behind me. What am I?
Oh, I don't remember its name.
You can roll me a nature check to try and recall it. If you can't remember it itself.
Okay, it was. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what the name was. I rolled
Terrifying question.
I rolled a 2, and I will try to use. I will use inspiration. to
Yeah,
try.
you can do that. Yeah.
Natural 20.
You're pretty sure it's an etacap.
Yeah, Atrocap, that was it, right?
Ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding. Your memory comes back in. You're like, yeah, I remember it now, like viscerally. Yeah, the
Yes.
etacap. Hey, why do you spend so much time with the postmaster?
Because he helps me?
Ding,
I
ding,
actually
ding.
don't spend that much time with the postmaster.
No, that's fine. Imp, what word opened the puzzle wall beneath Bleakwash?
Kraken.
Ding, ding, ding. Gargoyle, who is harboring you?
Eao was staring intensely at Gargoyle.
Damn it, I've already used Misty Step.
Not worth it. Not worth 100.
Someone in the university.
Oh, wait, I've got a button. There we go. A 1 in. True or false? Shape water can be used to create a ball of water that crushes your enemies.
False.
Correct. You're at 16,000 gold pieces now.
16,000?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
4,000 more to go. Granted, does the postmaster know I want him killed?
Yes, he does.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Leros, who are your parents?
Adopted
like-
parents are a couple of dozen sphinxes. I never met my birth parents.
While technically the truth is not the answer he's looking for. Stong, what race was the blacksmith you rescued from Bleakwash?
The angelic one, I think. But what is it called again? I'm blanking on that.
I'll take that. I'll take that. You're correct. It's Azamar is the name, but I think I'd take that as angelic one because there are literally no others like that. So yeah, correct.
Woo.
Eao, what would it take for you to betray the Guild of Icons?
Not much.
A sandwich.
The ham sandwich dimension.
Eao takes like a moment to genuinely think about it. Away home.
Just noting that down. Ding, ding, ding.
Out of curiosity, the establishment or this group here?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Ghost and Gargoyle was part of the Guild of Icons.
Imp, who led the cult that took root in Bleakwash?
The Lord Spiritual.
I'm gonna need a name.
Bastard. Okay. Okay. The
The Lord,
Lord.
Spiritual Bastard.
That is what we.
I mean, it's a fitting name.
I'm not going to be able to recall that at all. I'll roll for it.
Yeah, roll me history.
And I get a 17.
17's
Oh,
good,
plus
yeah.
2, 19.
19's better. You're pretty sure the surname was Moranaya. She can't remember the first.
That's the one. I had the Lord Spiritual Moranaya is all I got.
I'm afraid Haleth was the first name.
Taleth, yeah.
Gargoyle, where are you hiding?
Inmost Master Rixus' mind.
Okay. A 1 in. True or false? Foxgloves are so named because dogs and foxes can live off them for years without any other food.
Roll survival for this one.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely can roll survival for that.
19.
They're so fucking poisonous.
False.
Correct. Yeah, like that's real life knowledge, by the way. They will kill a dog. As will I. Grounded. Over to you.
No, don't kill a dog.
Your final question. Do you know
dogs.
the penance for betrayal?
Can you ever betray someone if you're never on their side?
Then you shall have to find out. Okay, that's that round over.
You know, I feel like I was unfairly attacked there. You spent that whole round asking other people like personal things, and like you just asked me for like tactical information against us. Like no one asked me what my mother's name was.
I was asked tactical information.
It's like, you know,
Hey, I was grilled.
Imp thinks you're all fascinating.
I can't wait until I DM again and I get to ask Nick all of the questions about the lore that I've put in place for Scaventry.
I wasn't going to have a quiz and not be Varixis gaining information to leverage against you. I was like, come on.
I mean, yeah, but like he could have like asked me like, oh, what's the name of your mother? That could have been nice.
No, this is more
But
useful.
no,
to Varixis.
obviously no one cares about my mother.
All right, we are going into the rapid fire round. I know you have 3,600 gold pieces to get to save the last cannon. You have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 questions left. They're worth 500 gold pieces each, which means you're going to need 8 of them. It's team-based. You can confer. You have 6 seconds IRL to answer. Okay.
Quick question first. I think Stunk might have missed out on 600 gold bonus he should have gotten in the best part for defeating an enemy in one attack.
Oh, I did add that on. To be clear, your characters are not gaining the gold for this. They're going to charity. But but yeah, I have added that on. I was adding it as people dropped. So yeah, 11 questions. You've got to get 8 of them. 6 seconds for each one. You can confer. Are you ready?
No.
Only in 6 seconds is not really going to happen for us, is it?
It's going to be tricky, isn't it? All right. 3.
Wait, question.
Okay.
Do we have to ring the bell before we answer?
No, just shout the answer as quickly as you can.
Okay.
If you're all talking over each other, ring the bell, but just shout the answer. Okay. 3, 2, 1. What plane is the home of sprites?
Fae.
Correct.
Well, yeah.
Correct. That is 500 points. Okay, very nice. Second question. What chromatic dragon has acid for a breath weapon?
Black.
Black dragons.
Black's correct. Very good. 17,400 gold pieces. What does the central eye of a beholder do?
Anti-magic field. Anti-magic cone.
Yep, you all said it at the same time with like a 500 millisecond delay, so it was like looping over in my head. But yes, absolutely. Anti-magic cone. Okay, next one. What color is a filter of love?
Pink.
Pink.
Correct. You are beasting these. I thought with the 6 second thing you'd struggle. Okay. What can Githyanki swords do in the astral plane?
7 credit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, you lot are quick. You are now at 18,900 gold pieces. Sever your astral connection, which will kill you. Severs your soul from your body. Okay. Okay. What is the material component of the spell Plane Shift?
A tuning fork tuned to the plane that you're shifting to.
Correct.
Oh,
Jesus,
well
you are
done.
nailing these. Yeah, the tuning fork I think is really cool because it specifically has to be one for the. Okay. You've actually got 2, 4, 5 questions left. And you've answered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct. So you need 2 more. 2 more.
I mean, we can answer all of them. You know,
yeah, I'll give you all of them.
Money for charity.
To raise extra money for charity, absolutely. Yeah. True or false, an immovable rod cannot be moved.
False.
Oh,
very good.
it can give me my £3,000. Force.
Or you can press the button.
Or you can make a strength check.
Or you can press the button.
Yeah, or you can press the button. All of those are ways you can move an immovable rod. Very nice. Okay, it's going to get a little harder now. You've got 1 more to get, though. What are the 2 breath weapons of a copper dragon?
Acid and soporific.
That's the fire, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually going to double check this because you're very close and I want to make sure I've got the wording exactly right. But I'm pretty sure it's acid and slowing, not sleep. Soporific is sleep, but it slows you down. Okay, on to the next one. What is ceramorphosis?
Press has been turned into a mind flare via a tadpole.
1 second left on the timer I had there as you answer that. You are correct. It is the process of being turned into a mind flare via a tadpole. You have just hit 20,400 gold pieces. The last brass cannon is saved. Congratulations. Your last 2 questions. How long does a revenant unlive for?
1 year.
Oh, you are on this, Jesus. And last one, and I kind of want all of you to answer at the same time. So do prepare for this. I think you should all be able to answer in some way personal to you. What is the meaning of Baboonmas?
Baboonmas.
Fish.
Baboons?
Excellent. Thank you. You have all done it. You have raised 20,900 gold pieces for charity. That charity is being used to save the brass cannons, who all look very relieved. Toady does a little salute to Grounders specifically. And they vanish again. And they've gone back, of course, to the Cantwell prisons. Right. As it's the end of the show, I know. It's been a great time. It's been a great night. I hope you've all had a wonderful Baboonmas evening. I have, of course, because you've been such magnificent contestants. Give it up for the contestants, please. Give it up. Yes, I know. Amazing. I've got just a couple of Baboonmas presents here to hand out. And yeah, he floats over to each of you. You're still at the sort of the quiz table. And Stonk, you receive a magical item. It is a set of wind instrument that can be used as pipes. You can find them, I'll give you the rules later, but they are the pipes of haunting. And I'll tell you what they do, but they are magical. I'll tell you what they do later. Okay. No, I'll tell you what they do now. You can use an action to play them. Spend a charge, create an eerie spellbinding tune. Each creature within 30 feet of you that hears it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you for 1 minute, which is a pretty powerful status effect. You can choose creatures who aren't hostile to not have that effect applied, so it's not going to like nuke all your allies as well. But yeah, you can do that up to 3 times a day. It has 3 charges, gains 1d3 charges daily at dawn. And you can also use it as your spellcasting focus because it is a musical instrument. Imp. You get the Wand of Web. Has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of them and cast Web. Yeah, literally like, Spider-Man web slinging. Gains 1d6 plus 1 charges daily at dawn. If you spend the last charge, though, there is a chance it will crumble to ash and be destroyed.
Naturally.
A 1 in. I had to do this to you. And by to you, I mean for you, because this is actually pretty cool for you. The Trident of Fish Command.
Yes.
I control the lobsters. Yes.
I do appreciate you giving that, especially after I mentioned it as a possible quest reward earlier.
Yeah. The Trident is a magic weapon.
Run out of fetching.
So not only Not only does a one-in have the easiest job in all of the world, now they have a weapon that does the job for them.
Wow. He's so going to drown.
So with the Trident of Fish command, you can use an action, spend 1 charge, it has 3 charges, spend 1 charge to cast Dominate Beast, which means you take full control of the creature. The beast has to have an innate swimming speed, so it has to be something that swims naturally. And that regains 1d3 charges every dawn. So, and that one doesn't have a chance of shattering like the one does. The Dominate Beast does have a save DC, but the save DC is 15, so there's a good chance it'll work as well. And then on to the 8th level characters.
Just a warning, though, the Kraken is not a beast.
Yeah, it has to be a beast. But it does apply to like sharks and things like that. Gargoyle, you receive a +2 all-purpose tool. This simple screwdriver can transform into a variety of tools. As an action, you can touch the item and transform it into any type of artisan's tool of your choice. Whatever form the tool takes, you're proficient with it. While holding this tool, you gain a +2 bonus to spell attack rolls and the saving throw DCs of your artificer spells. This can only be used by an artificer. And lastly, as an action, you can focus on the tool to channel your creative forces. Choose a cantrip that you do not know from any class list. For 8 hours, you can cast that. It counts as an artificer cantrip for you. You can only use that property once per dawn, but it lasts for 8 hours. That's pretty cool. You can get Eldritch Blast if you want. You can grab Mending you've already got, but you can grab literally any cantrip. Any cantrip at all. Once a day, a new cantrip.
Is Vrixis calling me a tool?
Yes. But yeah, I did give you an upgraded screwdriver.
Also, Nick, you're wrong. It can only be used by artificers and thieves who could get past the class requirements for.
That is true.
Items.
That is true. They can. As can
artificers requirements eventually.
Yeah. Leros, you receive a silver implement shaped like a tree branch that is strung with small golden bells. I thought it was very Baboonmas. So these are actually cowbells, small golden cowbells. The branch is a spellcasting focus for warlock spells while you hold it. It has 3 charges. It regains 1d3 expended charges each dawn. Yes, perfect. Thank you very much. You can use the charges in the following ways. As a bonus action, you can spend what... All right, calm down, everyone. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 charge to detect the presence of aberrations, celestials, constructs, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within 60 feet of you. If they are present and don't have total cover from you, the bells ring softly, their tone indicating the creature type's present. And as an action, you can spend 1 charge to cast protection from evil and good.
So as long as Leoris is with the Guild of Icons, there's going to be 2 fae bumping off anyway.
Yeah, just ding, 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 just constantly. So that is the bell branch. If you need to find it in in 5e tools, and it will keep you safe from, for example, high-ranking celestials that want to abduct you. Grounded, you receive the Ring of X-ray Vision. While wearing this ring, you can use an action to speak its command word. When you do, you can see into and through solid matter for 1 minute. Vision has a radius of 30 feet. To you, solid objects within that radius appear transparent. Don't prevent light from passing through them either. The vision can penetrate 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or up to 3 feet of wood or dirt. Thicker substances block the vision, as does a thin sheet of lead. If you use the ring more than once per long rest, you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or gain 1 level of exhaustion.
You don't know how powerful an item you just gave Grounded.
I know exactly how powerful an item. Originally, I was going to give her wings, but I forgot she already had a magic carpet.
Is this an achievement item?
It is. Almost all of these 8th level ones are achievement ones. And lastly, and certainly not leastly, for Eao, the Cape of the Mount Bank. This cape smells faintly of brimstone. While wearing it, you can use it to cast Dimension Door as an action. The property of the cape can't be used again until the next dawn. When you disappear, you leave behind a cloud of smoke, and you appear in a similar cloud of smoke at your destination. It lightly obscures the space you left and the space you appear in, and it dissipates at the end of your next turn. A light or stronger wind will also disperse it. So you basically teleport across the map, and when you arrive, you have light obscurance, which means you're harder to spot.
Okay.
And Dimension Door, I think, is a 4th level spell. And you teleport up to 500 feet. Should you need that, ever. And that's it. Everyone's magic items. Happy Baboonmas, everyone.
That is not it.
Hey.
I will have you know.
Oh?
Happy Baboonmas.
Ao turns to the not-so-real audience and goes, now, our wonderful host has been giving us all these trivia questions, yet he has yet to answer questions himself. Does our host not care for charity?
No, I don't.
Think of the crowd, though. Look at them. They're booing you.
Are the prisons full? Are the workhouses overcrowded?
Are you saying you won't answer one simple trivia question for charity?
Give me a question.
Where do you keep the thing you love most?
I keep it in Conjurer's Roost.
I mean, it's it. But
It is. That's where it lives. It loves itself so much. Like, that's just standard beholders. They love themselves more than literally anything else. And they hate anything that isn't them. They hate everything. Other beholders, anyone else. Hate. Gargoyle, specifically.
I'll admit, I was actually asking this question because there's another famous beholder that you can exploit the thing he loves most. Xanathar has a pet fish and he loves it above all things, including himself.
No, that's fair. Not in this case. Virixis has a pet gargoyle, doesn't really like it.
we could have asked where the prison the brass cannons were being held in what.
He could have just chosen not to answer. But yeah,
I mean, true.
There you go. You saved everyone. You all did very, very well. I was particularly impressed with how you all absolutely beasted that talent show. That was fantastic. There were some wonderful descriptions as well. Stonk, Eao. I honestly, I enjoyed all of them, but those two particularly knocked it out of the park. But all of them were great. Like Awanin's magic, Leros's pole dancing.
You see, when describing a magic show, the best thing you could do is talk fast and not give people a chance to think about what's actually happening.
Yeah, exactly. I was just impressed that you described, as far as I could tell, things that were viable magic tricks, pretty much as well. Yeah. I mean, I don't know magic that well, but yeah, that was fantastic. I'm going to point to you, the people watching this. Thank you for watching this. Have a wonderful Baboonmas. Shut up. Have a wonderful Baboonmas. And a happy new year. The baboons are coming and they will eat your face.
Meet us next year when Eao finally assassinates Count Gotegar.
It's gonna happen.